How many views does Breaking Point have? I'm gonna guess 400k. I'm gonna guess 400k. Holy shit. Lena, how many views does Breaking Point have? 991k. I know. I know. We're gonna see. Does it hold up?
If you really want to win the series, instead of blaming picks, let's talk about what we can fix. And even if you do think picks are problematic, you can say it in a much more productive way.
I say fucking picks problem. They just fucking, I just play fucking normal game with voice chat with some random guys.
Why?
They just after all game they just do nothing. Oh, I do this, I do this. They just doesn't have any plan A. They just fucking just shut. They don't know what to do. They just shut down.
If they don't know what to do, then we can help them in game.
Wait, how I fucking save 5 men?
I think saying something simple like, yo,
Poor
guys,
Phoenix.
I want to get 5 main priority. Can you help? Can you push me?
It's a very good place to get back in and winning these team fights. And as Liquid just sort of
the ancient text.
We practice really hard before horse play, but in LCS stage I just feel like everyone just wanna lose and go home.
Dude, Dardoch's like, let's just lose. Where is it? Where is it? Fuck, I can't find it. Dardoch has a famous quote that Diamond loves. It's just, pick me whatever, let's just lose in peace.
Fast.
Dude, guys, can you imagine a documentary about an LCS team in 6 years later in 2022 getting 1 million views? Obviously, this is over 6 years, so it's a bit unfair. So, you know, maybe half those views are like years later. So let's just cut it in half and say 500k views documentary about an LCS team. I feel like it would have to be something like this, where it's like super raw, or there's no way it's happening. Oh, is Lourlo here? What the fuck? I open up and you're watching this. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm having a good time right now. Lourlo is actually an absolute superstar in this one. I have not heard Lourlo be toxic in my entire life. The guy is just a fucking angel. This is pretty cool. Dude, this is pretty cool. Dude, turn this off. Dude, I hope I get you on my team. I'm gonna ask you about this shit. It was so cool to be in it. I'm sure it was very cool to live it. Yes. No, we're on opposite teams. Miss you, bro. Okay, sorry. We're gonna, after the intro, we're gonna skip to the Dardoch quote, because the first thing that Phoenix says is, I feel like everyone just wants to lose and go home. Okay, honestly, this intro is forever. We're gonna go.
I'm just, whatever. Just pick me whatever. Let's just fucking lose.
Go off, but there's no orders to follow Dardoch.
And you should.
Partnership deal for Team Liquid that would have sizable impact on what 2017 would look like for the company. And that took priority over the boot camp. It was the first time where we did a boot camp where I wasn't close by with the team. Mistake number 1. So I started to hear some of these problems and I tried to fix them remotely.
Breaking Point viewing parties?
Kind of wasn't working.
Oh shit, dude.
Honestly,
with
the
the
career trip
fucking
was
celebrities themselves?
a pretty big failure before we even arrived. Everyone was let down, but especially I was let down. So then that made me frustrated, and then eventually my frustration just kind of led to a blow up.
No, like you're playing it where you're just going through the motion and wasting the time instead of trying to win or instead of trying to recover. Like there's no talking.
Dude,
about
everyone was let down, but I was like
no talking
extra
about
turbo
how we're gonna
giga let
win it.
down.
There's no talking about how we're gonna team fight. Like you're just jungling.
Yeah, that's my job. I'm a Piglet.
It's so effortless. Like, you're not shot calling. Shot calling also part of your job. Like, talking to your teammates, that's also part of your job.
Dardoch is actually he's a comedian, dude. He's funnier than Tyler Wood. Like, it's so
going to
funny,
be a
man.
Really productive boot camp and preparing during the off season between the two
You're just
splits
juggling, and he
ended up
says, "Yeah,
turning
that's my
into
job. I'm a
complete
juggler."
behavioral disaster. There was a few blow-ups between the players and
Oh my
Loco
God.
that had went so
You know, it's so funny from the outside, but if you're on the team, you're so fucking depressed. like, it's funny until he's on your team.
far that it was almost not repairable.
Swallow the pride, because I know you really, really want to fucking win. Like, there's times where
I mean, there's no pride. I already said, yeah, I made the mistake. It won't happen again. I don't know what else you want me to say. Whether you want me to get in my time machine and go back before the scrim started and play differently, like I'll try.
no,
to
it's
look
just how we deal with problems. When I made a mistake regarding pick and ban, I apologize and say like I'm sorry, like, and then we try to move on.
This
Instead,
kid
like,
is a fucking comedic
We went over the
genius.
mistake. I saw that I was wrong, and I said,
Yeah,
okay.
you guys why come here? You guys want practice, then you guys come here, right? So just fucking focus practice while fucking trolling. Even Joshi, you die, we still focus 4 people, but you always going there. And you always send me, you want fucking win summer split, then you should focus game.
Yeah, maybe not anymore.
Okay, then just do some practice.
Okay.
Most of these players,
Yeah, fuck it, man. I don't want to win.
when they play in the West, they don't just play against the best
How
team
did anyone hire him after this? I have no idea, dude. Dude, Breaking Point is honestly a classic. This shit is just 2 hours of comedy.
in their region.
Oh my god, no, we have to play Champions Queue. We fuck, man, we have to play.
What they do is they play all the teams in LCS, and they maybe sometimes when they can't get practice against LCS, they might play the odd challenger team in scrims. And
We're gonna have some nice Breaking Point vibes while I eat dinner, boys.
so unfortunately, they are used to, first of all, having a decent win rate. Even a team who's like 5th or 6th in LCS, like Team Liquid, might be able to, in scrims, have a 60-70% win rate. Maybe they win a pretty decent amount. If they go to Korea, the first week they get there, they're going to lose most of their scrims. And if they play the best teams, they're going to get destroyed where they have almost no chance to win. So that in itself destroys their confidence. And unfortunately, especially younger players, makes them think like, oh, not only am I not going to win now, but how could I ever win playing with these teammates? Something has to be done right now. We have to fix it all. And even worse, the secondary aspect is when they are playing in the West and things go badly, they can still keep telling themselves, you know what, there's a lot we can still improve. As we keep playing more tournaments, we'll get better. Remember, last split was the first split for these rookies. Now when you go to Korea, you feel like, okay, right, no excuses. We're playing the best teams in the world. This is our best chance to get as good as we can get now. We're going to see what the ideal scenario is. Then when you lose, it feels like, well, what else can we do? I mean, there's no like, we can't go to the moon and play versus Martians to get better. Like, we just played the best players. We're in the ideal practice scenario, and we're doing even worse, and we're doing really badly, and all our problems are very apparent. That's going to come to an extreme head when you're in this scenario of a Korean boot camp. So that's why I think if you look in the past, the teams that have gone to Korean boot camps who weren't really cohesive units and didn't have a very clear coaching philosophy and didn't have the star players and the role players in the right harmony and the right balance, they're the teams that get worse from the Korean boot camp because it just adds more pressure and unfortunately rips you apart at the seams from the few elements that were holding you together.
I think Josh is definitely an interesting personality to have on any team, like say Loco, Josh, or Piglet, because all 3 of those personalities are pretty similar. They want to voice their opinions, like they all just get mad at each other, and having a lot of big personalities on a team can just lead to a lot of conflict.
being better than other players in the game doesn't give people right to like act like babies or shit on other people. And that's not just for you, like that's for me and that's for Josh, or that's even for Phoenix too. I'm sure like on SKT, like Faker probably has favoritism from Goma, and other people feel that way about me and you. And I still want to have like continuously good relationship with you, but I want it to be like a fair relationship between you and me and other people too. I think you should be more revered and you should have more say, but for that to happen, your play has to always be top notch, which you've been good with, but your mentality and your behavior towards things outside of the game also have to be good. Do you agree with the things said?
Maybe.
Maybe that's the best answer I'm going to get out of Josh and Piglet.
The way you treat us and the way you treat Piglet is completely different.
Okay, if you feel that way, I'll try to make sure
not a
it's
matter
fair
of
as
feeling,
possible.
Like, there are facts on the table and everyone feels the same way about it.
Okay, if you feel that way, then I'll try to change it so it's not that way.
Whatever, dude.
I mean, as you said, like, we're gonna have different relationship with me and him and like me and you, and
Yeah, and you're gonna treat him like a baby that he is, and you're gonna be hard on me because, yeah, I'm the actual one that's working hard to improve the things that I'm bad at.
That was a bit emotionally charged. But
Well, I mean, historically, Piglet's been the same thing the whole time, no?
yeah, it's
I mean, has Piglet improved?
yeah.
He has
I mean,
improved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's improved. Yeah, but like the root problem is still there, as you call them, root problems, and those don't seem to be going away.
I don't think he's improved that much though. Like he spent an entire game not talking. That's
yeah, that
pretty
game was
classic.
really bad.
Everyone had an idea of what we were gonna do, but Piglet's idea was totally different. I don't know, he was just lazy. Like, we all went there and it's a boot camp, and that means we're gonna play all day. We're gonna try super hard and get ready for the next split and try to win it, because we were all like super let down from getting fourth. When we arrived, like, Piglet only played the game during scrim hours, and then like after scrim hours he was out like with his girlfriend, with his friends and stuff, and like he was out every night like drinking with like Impact and Reaper, his Korean friends that were there too. So it was like really awful work ethic that we're not used to seeing Piglet have. And it frustrated me a lot, because I'm sitting there playing like 18 hours a day with a wrist injury, just like killing my wrist, and then I got some dude just like jerking off.
I'm just doesn't talk. I'm still trying hard.
Okay, so from my definition of try hard is both in play and also in terms of how you guys talk. So I don't think you're trying hard when you're not talking, and I don't think Josh is trying hard when Josh is being passive aggressive.
How I can talk like
Okay, let me finish and then we can go over what is like the little details of it.
Wait, Impact's here?
I'm Soren.
This is a classic. Yo, Impact, how's Piglet, man? You guys still best friends?
Like, there's times where Josh is actually like really helpful to you, and then he's like, yo, Piglet, you need to talk, like, what do you need bottom? And then there's times where Josh is like, this is fucking 4v5, like, there's no point to play this game, like, why are we fucking playing this? Can we just pause?
Dude, you want to be there for the viewing party? I'll call you right now. I'll call you right now. This is so entertaining, guys.
Here, like, so whenever Josh is like being emo or Josh is being aggressive or passive aggressive, I can be like, yo Josh, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you being passive aggressive? This isn't helpful. Like, I can try to be more understanding of like why he's having those problems and help him with those problems. And same thing for him to you, and then like you to Matt. Like, when Matt is having problems, you're like, I can't fucking play. Like, my support like doesn't know what to do in lane. Like, instead you can like, we can tell Matt how to play it better, and then we can be like supportive of him.
I'm still playing and I'm still trying my best.
Oh shit, man. Yo, this is some funny shit, because it happens on every team, every single year, in the whole, everywhere in the world. Like, I swear to God, every fucking region has a Breaking Point team, and it's just, this is the only one that had the cameras on.
Yeah, I can't lie, but this feels like a fucking waste of my time. And it's a waste of everyone's time. If we're not going to try super hard as 5 and only some of us are trying.
What do you need Piglet to say?
There's no way Soren would want to call.
He doesn't say a word all game. He said
no
like,
shot, dude.
A total of like 5 words, maybe an incomplete sentence that whole game.
I think like Phoenix, Sam, and Matt overall weren't that problematic. And with
Oh,
Piglet,
dude.
I spent a lot of one-on-one time, and we
TSM
talked
Breaking
about
Point is
why
gonna
he
be an
should do
absolute
certain
treasure.
stuff and how he should behave in certain ways. But he had his expectations set, and there was no way of really going about it.
Piglet is pretty lonely in America. He doesn't have that many close friends. Only close friend I could really think of would be Impact and Phoenix, and because Phoenix got a girlfriend about like last split or 2 splits ago, him and Phoenix have been pretty distant. And then also Impact used to live with energy,
friendship
and energy
over.
was really far from us. So Piglet actually didn't have a lot of close friends, and he was really lonely. And he spent a lot of time just on Skype with his girlfriend whenever we were done with scrims, and he needed to be more incorporated with the team, and he didn't connect that well with the players because they were much younger than him, and also the culture is really different. So the only people that he could really like socialize with were me and David. And in Spring Split, our schedule was pretty intense, so on Sundays I would take time off, and sometimes he would hang out with David, and sometimes David would take time off, so he was really lonely. So when he went to Korea and he had a lot of opportunities to see his friends, see his girlfriend, he took a lot of them. So I would say during games itself, his motivation was really high, but outside of practice, his motivation wasn't high as it could be.
Dude, Dardoch is honestly such a funny ass comedian. This guy. I'm jumbling.
쌤이랑 맷이랑은 솔직히 전혀 문제가 없었는데 그냥 정글러랑 문제가 너무 많았어요. 그냥 계속 너무 싸우고 멘탈도 계속 깨져서 연습도 잘 안
So
되고.
it's jungle diff.
그래서 계속 그냥 스크림을 하다가 그냥.
Dude, didn't they just say that he says my support doesn't know how to play? I can't. Wait, no, he said my support doesn't know how to lane. I can't fucking play. I don't think that's a good relationship with Matt.
팀이 좀 너무.
Maybe in Korea the good relationship though is like it's like the bar is real low. If you're not fist fighting, it's a good relationship.
끼면서 게임도 하고. 근데 다른 정글러를 끼면서 게임을 하니까 더 그냥 성적이 더 잘 나왔었어요. 그래서 그냥 이 편하다라고 생각했었어요.
The jungler. I'm not even gonna say his name.
Wait, I left my phone downstairs and I was hoping Piglet hadn't won.
Instead of actually getting run.
We have one actually. Well, I'm actually really responsible.
Oh yeah, you are, man. Oh yeah, you are. Bye bye, Piggy.
팀이고 팀메이트고 그러면은 당연히 이제 그 아이랑 제일 친해져야 되는 건 당연한 거고 왜냐하면 팀 성적이 잘 나와야 되니까. 그래서 근데 이게 저한테도 너무 힘들었고 팀한테도 너무 힘들었을 거예요. 너무 말도 들으려고도 안 하고 고치려고도 노력도 안 해가지고 좀 가까이 하기가 너무 힘든.
No way. I feel like. No, I don't believe it. Dardoch? No shot, dude. Damn, those dogs are high up. I recognize this place. Wow, I recognize this place. How could I not? It's like fucking, it's like a building that looks like it's made out of candy. Can't tell you where it is, but I've been there.
Probably
Why are they eating with a...
Start off about Korea. I definitely loved Korea. Just being in Korea, all of the solo queue I played, all of the food I ate, all of the things that I did in Korea was just amazing. But then there was a lot of like flares sparking. I think there was a lot of friction getting built up because of the sort of arguments that were happening. And I think the way that, as a team, that we handled it was not good because it ended up causing a bunch of really just a lot of unnecessary conflicts that really just built up over the entire
Come on,
boot camp.
start screaming, start yelling.
I don't know, I've never really been the one
Start
to
blaming each other.
try to really relate with those kinds of personalities. They seem really out of my comfort zone. So when I like confront like Loco or like Dardoch or maybe even Piglet, those kinds of personalities are not really what I was used to. So dealing with it, kind of just avoided confrontation. Just trying to kind of just hoping everything would just ride along smoothly. And that caused me to have a lot of regrets. Well, yeah, I'm saying from my perspective. I mean, you can ask other people's opinions if you don't want
people
to.
should just be more open about calling each other out and like deal with the bullshit. Like,
I mean, I gotta deal with myself first. Like, after I deal with myself, then sure, I can call other people
I
out.
mean, what about you guys?
Like, I think it's just the coach's responsibility, because I can't
No, it's not just the
Well, no,
coach's.
because I can't call out Dardoch's bullshit or Piglet's bullshit if I have my own bullshit. I have to, like, everybody has to fix themselves before they fix someone else's. But you're the
No.
coach. I mean, I guess at some point,
No,
like, if you have to...
people don't help each. If we wait for everyone to be perfect and only perfect people can help other people, then like that creates this system where if you're better at the game, you can just shit on people that are worse than you at the game, and then people that are worse.
Nah, Matt's trolling hard as fuck. Just because you are yourself going through issues doesn't mean that you shouldn't chime in on other people's issues on a team. That it's like, it sounds, what he's saying sounds profound. It sounds really smart, but it's actually kind of dumb. That makes no sense. And there's no such thing as someone who can't criticize others because they have problems that they're working on themselves. That makes no sense.
The game just get treated like garbage.
For me, I think confidence-wise, I kind of just go up and down. Like, it's a really roller coaster effect. Sometimes
Yeah, no one's
really
ever
confident.
perfect. Except for
I don't care
Bjergsen.
what
That
anybody
guy's
says.
literally an angel.
I just think I'm
on
like
this
the
earth.
best player ever. But other times I feel
Yeah, exactly. I think what he's trying to do, he's trying to protect himself from getting like negative feelings from his teammates, because obviously it feels really bad when somebody who's normally pretty quiet, somebody's pretty shy, he comes down, he's like, yeah, actually, you know, I really don't like it when you do X, Y, Z, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I thought this guy was a homie, you know, now I don't like him because he called me out. And obviously Matt's trying to avoid
feel
that.
like I'm just a worthless player and I have nothing to contribute.
Also,
And
he has no confidence.
that like sort of emotional roller coaster is like really bad when you're in an environment where you're expected to be consistent, like everything's supposed to be constant.
We should be practicing on teamwork. That happens whenever it's one of games. Because we have internal problems.
I agree.
Why did I like respect
And we need to find success to improve our internal problems, but that comes from improving our gameplay, which comes from the 1 in 20 games that we actually study review and get better as a team.
I think it comes from people being like, my feelings don't matter as much as the team success, so I'll shut up.
Yeah, but nobody's like that because we're not normal people. We're all people with not exactly normal mental
Honestly, Matt's being pretty real here.
People with very.
So you think
Matt's being pretty real here. He's basically saying everyone here is like kind of
yeah, like it's definitely a choice, but it's not an easy choice.
Take less biggie damage because you get third body.
Wow. Honestly, the self-awareness to say that, yeah, all of us, you know, we're like not real normal people. I don't think anyone on any team I've been on has said that
easy,
before.
then every team would have good teamwork now. It's the teams that decide my teamwork and my team's success is more important than my personal feelings. Or every team would have good teamwork.
Yeah, but there's also things that makes it unnecessarily harder that can be easily fixed.
I think every team has that. It's up to individuals to make their own choice.
Matt always struggled with being a player and putting a lot of work into being a player. And Matt was someone that succeeded in a lot of ways, not by his own talent when he was playing with Piglet, because Piglet was just extremely good. And Matt's performance suddenly dipped. And a lot of the confidence and the ego he got to build with that suddenly was unmet. And he was, I guess, like...
I see you, Bjergsen. You're definitely muted in the Discord. Would be a shame if I slid in there. Wait, I can't. Fuck, it's locked.
He had like a
I'm sad.
Reality shock. And he was questioning a lot of the plays that he did, a lot of the directions that was taken with the team, because I believe like you should have the best fundamentals, the best basic, and you should constantly put work into that.
Regarding what Piglet needs to say to you, like if I say be specific and then you say friendly environment, it's really hard to help too. Like I can't just tell Piglet be friendly, but if you tell me specifically, yo Piglet, I need you to say these things, this thing, it helps me when you say this thing, then I can tell that directly to Piglet.
I want you to
and
call me
whenever he
handsome in the
doesn't do
middle of
that,
the
I can be like, oh, you didn't do this. But if you just say
you
be
did it
friendly, I
last
can't be
game.
like, yo Piglet, why weren't you
felt
friendly
ugly.
this game? Because I don't know directly
Well, I
what
mean,
you
the
want.
solution to that would be like, we actually have to be friends. Like, that's like a solution. It's not just like, just say friendly things.
Dude, Matt is
Okay,
so
what do you
funny.
want in terms of
I mean,
being
you
friends?
see
Oh
how
my
like
God.
CLG is like a very like friendly environment, and, like very teamwork driven, and they got second in MSI.
Oh my
and,
god.
Yeah, like I've
That
talked to
is
you
too
before, how
wise
CLG's
for his
environment
ears.
is ideal for people to improve.
Oh my
And
god.
like for Team Liquid,
So
it's like
funny,
very
dude.
results driven. Like if we're not winning scrims, like it's a bad scrim, and it's like the opposite for CLG. Like if they're losing scrims, it's still a productive scrim. And I thought that was like an optimal way to run like scrims and like have practice. And I think the key to that would be a friendly environment, being friends with all your teammates. And yeah, that's something.
Man,
that
is
I've
Matt
asked
trying to
before.
say that hating each other is, but saying nice things is like not?
I mean, to
good?
be honest, I don't have the answer, but a good start would be to, try and be friends, I guess.
Okay, so whenever I suggest things like, let's go do this, or let's go do this, or let's go do this, or in the past where I brought up, what is it, people being friends with you.
Yeah, I mean, this is like old school esports coaching. So you're basically talking about people while they're in the room. Like new esports coaching, obviously, is like a little bit more sophisticated than like fucking frat boy social issues or whatever, where you're just like blasting people right as they're sitting behind you, but you're just not making eye contact with them, so you just pretend they're not
I
there.
don't think I can ever be friends with this person. I don't think I can ever be friends with this person. This personality is too different. I don't think I can do things with this person.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see that, but I mean that's like what it takes to be a good team, I think.
So I like try to facilitate that and then try to get that going, but various people complain about I can't be friends with this person and they won't put the first foot forward, then it's hard to facilitate that at all, and I think you're part of that.
This is painful,
I'm
bro.
asking you to fix a problem I don't know how to fix, and I guess it's hard for you to fix it yourself, so I don't know.
You're right, and exactly right there. He's saying something to reply to like what you just said, and you just look at him bare in the face, close your eyes. That is so disrespectful, and yeah, like how do you think that makes like just straight up, you don't take into like players' feelings at all with anything you do.
Dude, the camera missed something so crucial like that, dude. Refilm it.
Take the harsh criticism that you give because we have thick skin, but like all of us aren't gonna have thick skin, and the way that you like treat Matt and Sam is like, yeah, that's fucking bullshit, dude.
But
you
treat Sam just as even worse than me, and then you say it's time to have a relationship, and then Matt and Sam both separately on occasions told me I want you to be straight up with me, and then just
I need to call Lourlo. I need to call
comments. And then so
I need to call Lourlo right now.
You say how I treat Matt and Sam is
Lourlo, I added you on Discord. Lourlo, quick! It's like, yo, you treat Lourlo like shit, bro. You're so disrespectful. It's like, damn, you treated me even worse.
disgusting.
I'm good.
You treat Sam worse.
How is rolling your eyes in his face while he's trying to make his point, giving direct criticism? What does he get from
Oh my god! Oh, dude, they missed it. Dude, dude, Lourlo.
Yeah.
Who treated you worse, dude? We gotta settle it 6 years later. Who treated you more like shit?
Wait, no, one thing, by the way, before I get to like the fucking clip before, by the way, the first clip in that room where you're talking, we were playing versus Rock Tigers like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. We were playing versus Rock Tigers, right? And we went 3-2. Like the initial argument, we went 3-2 versus Rocks, and then they were just fucking arguing for God knows what. We were just beating the #1 team in LCK that won the finals. Why fight?
Oh my god. Yeah, you guys should be celebrating, dude. We should,
it was fucking
that should be
good.
like team bonding night. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is fucking insane.
Oh,
I had no idea.
fuck.
Dude, when you said you scripted Rock Tigers, I was instantly like, oh, you guys went 0-5 that day. No wonder the environment
No,
so
we
shit.
beat them. We beat them.
Jesus, man.
It's
That is
fucking
hilarious.
terrible.
All right, so who treated you more like shit, man? Spill the beans.
Dude, it was a shit show. Honestly, man, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember much.
Oh.
It's just like
convenient.
Yeah. I remember some, but I chose to forget a lot of it, you know?
No, honestly, like when you go through like super stressful times, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like you'll just like legit decide, fuck, I don't need those memories, and like they're just gone forever. Oh man, this is just quality entertainment, dude.
Dude, the thing is with all that though, it's like Dardoch and Piglet back then were like, it was the weirdest relationship, right? Because like in the fucking scrims, they were like bickering, fighting, but like after the scrims, they were actually homies. It was so fucking funny. Like they were always like hanging out, but like they could never settle their beef in the game. But it was too sad.
Weird. I actually did notice that because like there was a time you guys were at the arcade and like it seemed like they liked each other for a split second, and it's back to hating each other instantly.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, it's so funny looking back. Like I literally haven't watched this in like who knows how long, like 6 years. It's fucking crazy. I don't know, it's too funny.
Dude, Dardoch's quote, the one where he's like, that's my job, I'm a jump player, is just too good. How does he come up with these bangers all the time?
Oh yeah, I gotta tell you one more thing too. So basically, before my game starts,
okay,
so I almost quit in Spring Split of that year because there was like a lot of like bickering at the end of Spring Split in 2016. I almost quit. I actually almost didn't go on that Korea trip. And so you see Zig's behind me, like I'm on your stream right now, pause, like Zig's there.
Yeah.
We were playing for our spot, right? And then, so basically it's supposed to be a 6-man. It's supposed to be a 6-man roster. And what they made us do, I think it's I don't think anyone ever told it, but like basically we scrimmed Rocks Tigers, scrimmed EDG, and then it was like fucking American Idol, dude. Loco took me and Zig outside of the hotel room, and he's like, okay, hold on. the team's gonna vote which player to keep, and then
Holy
we'll come back to you guys. And like me and Zig were sitting outside the
Survivor.
hotel room waiting, literally just waiting,
That's
looking
so
at each
awkward.
other, sitting there, and we're like, okay. And then he comes out, he's like, Lourlo, you're starting for Summer Split. I'm like, what the fuck,
That
bro? It
is the
was
most
so
fucked up way I've ever heard in my life. What the fuck? Wait, did you look like at Zig? Like, was he just like super crushed or what? Like,
No, it was I felt horrible, man. We were literally just standing outside the hotel room. Wait, we were like literally. He's like, okay, we're gonna send you guys outside the hotel room. The team's gonna make a vote with you guys not in the room, and we're just gonna wait. I'm like, okay.
holy shit, man! And the loser gets taken out back and put down. Like, what is this?
Yeah, but I like
is
literally
this?
didn't play League for a month before that boot camp too. I was so shit at the start of the boot camp. Like I was getting shit on for like the first like 2 weeks. I quit League for like a month because I was like basically ready to quit the game. And then I came back last second. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go to Korea. Fuck it, see what happens. And then we like played versus Rocks, played versus like EDG. They had like Deft and I think Mako back then. We played versus a few stacked teams and we were actually beating them.
Yeah, that's
it's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. The potential was high. I remember you guys were really good for this, like, for that year, like 2 years. Oh man, dude, thank you.
Holy
thank you for the inside
fuck.
scoop.
Yeah. No, thinking back to that, holy shit, that just tilted me more. Okay, I'm out of here.
No,
Peace.
you're good. Untilt. Good luck.
Yeah.
Friendly. That's like the whole point.
That was the voice of
I want to
Lourlo.
be friendly, but if he make the same
friendliest
mistakes
man I
over
know.
and over again, like don't complain about things, don't do this, and then we consistently do it. Like it's hard for me to like care about you guys.
Like, I mean, your mind, you contradict yourself all the time. Like just now, you're using when you bring up a fault on yourself, you bring up someone else's fault, which in this case was mine, instead of admitting your own fault and then trying to fix it.
Say
And
it's
all,
hard
no,
for
no,
me.
no, let me finish. And
Okay,
then also,
finish.
you also just made excuses for yourself on top of it, which you tell Matt and others not to do all the time.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, my bad.
And then you're being sarcastic instead of trying to solve problems.
No, I literally have been trying to problem solve this whole time with a positive attitude towards this whole situation.
Okay.
And I said perfect because you answered correctly and you moved on productively.
Cool.
Thank you.
Alright, so anyways, regarding problems, if you're not going to be specific about things, and if you don't do the things I ask, I can't, it's like really hard for me.
I think Matt actually just died. I totally forgot that Matt was even a part of this. Like, this entire conversation started with Matt. And then I just went around the room, like, everyone's just fucking getting in. And then it goes back to Matt, and he looks like he's about to die, dude.
I need to help you.
Okay, I guess I just didn't know your perspective.
Okay.
Oh shit, man, he's about to cry. This is
down on himself
so
a ton of times.
traumatizing.
There's just a lot of things where Matt's sort of in the same position as me, where if he sort of fails now or falters in his career, then he's got nothing to look back to, because I don't know if he dropped out of high school, but I did. So I definitely understand the feeling he has where he feels like, I've talked to Matt separately, and I know he's said this in front of everybody before, where he knows he's underperforming and he feels like he's not an LCS level player, but he's got nothing else to do. So he's got no choice then to feel like he's bringing his team down but show up every day because he's got no other options, you know what I mean? So yeah, I understand where Matt's coming from, and I wouldn't wish that kind of feeling on any player ever in League.
I also feel really bad for Matt, dude. He had crazy confidence issues when I played with him, even though he was actually really good. Matt and Lourlo, man, they're the victims here. Feel strong, man. What are we watching? It's TSM Legends. Newest episode. Oh god, man. My throat actually hurts from laughing so hard today. Like, it's fucking insane. Oh. Dude, back to the chicken place. They love this place. Dok galbi. It's chicken galbi.
Oh no, it was extremely volatile Korea
Every
in
day,
the scrim room, but outside of the scrim
like I
room,
eat
we
fried
all
chicken
loved
every
each
day in
other.
Korea.
It was awesome, like going out, and I mean, I've always loved Piglet like a brother, and I've always had a ton of respect for him as a player. But I mean, nobody's ever themselves when they're frustrated or upset. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things
Oh, dude,
people say that they
the
regret
love is
when
in
they
the
say,
air.
when they say them. angry or whatever it may be, and I'm the same way. Like there's a lot of things I've said during scrims where I'm just like, yeah, there's no way I'm wrong on this, where it's just my ego talking, and it's like, yeah, obviously I'm wrong. Like I come back to it, like it was a cycle where it would be like our egos would go at it in the AM, and then we'd be like, all right, let's go out for dinner, and then we'd go out for dinner and like, oh, my bad today, dude, like sorry. But I mean, we were still ego heads the day after, nothing changed.
Over the course of this 36-minute game, I didn't talk for 20 seconds straight. Damn, I really checked out, dude.
And then
really
now you're being. What is it? This is what you do when you're checked out, and when I call you out.
Ooh, I'm checked out of real life too. Fuck, you got me, dude.
I mean, yeah.
That's insane.
You're being sarcastic. That's exactly what you do.
Yeah, because it's fucking dumb, dude. Like, what the fuck?
It's what you do when you disagree. You become sarcastic because you have nothing logical to say about it.
I mean, I checked out for 20 minutes during 20 seconds during this 36-minute game. I wouldn't account that to checking out during the whole game, like you said. Like, you talk about me speaking in absolutes, you spoken in absolute in this example. You checked out this game, so I checked out all 36 minutes of this game. I don't think that's accurate at all, Loco.
I made
a mistake.
Because you can't be called out on a mistake without fighting back about it.
Yeah, because I didn't check out this game. I tried fucking hard, and I got.
Piglet, ask Matt, ask the rest of the team.
I mean, Zig thinks I didn't check out.
Okay, Piglet and Matt did.
Okay, well that's 2-3. I still think that's not very good odds for you. I don't think that.
3-2, and also with coaching staff, you just argue.
Coaching staff, as in yourself.
Yeah, coaching staff as in myself, as in the person you said you would just listen to.
Yeah, but I'm not listening to bullshit.
Because you don't agree with it, it's bullshit.
Yeah, because I didn't check out this game. Like, no one's gonna know who checked out more than myself, dude.
Bullshit. Matt thinks it's bullshit. Me telling you can't joke around. Like, you think it's bullshit when I tell you shouldn't.
Different, dude. Like, if anyone checked out that game, it was 100% Samson. If you haven't said a fucking word.
Oh no!
I haven't said a fucking word to him. Like, you're using absolutes again.
Poor Lourlo,
like,
dude.
You become hella emotional.
He's getting hit by strays.
The first thing I called out was Sam and you guys checking out a game. I called both of you guys out. What do you mean I haven't said a word to Sam?
On me only. Like, what?
Because Sam just agrees, and Sam's like, okay, yeah, I was checked out, so there's nothing more to go over, but you disagree about you checking out. That's why I harp on you.
He checked out, boys. Dude, we gotta get the real scoop. Did he really check out? We're gonna ask him about the single game that happened 6 years ago.
Criticism at all.
I take criticism just fine when it's actual criticism. Like,
because you don't get to be the one that decides the actual criticism.
When I'm actually wrong and in the wrong and I make mistakes.
Dude, honestly, Loco and Dardoch should just get fucking married, and I want to see the reality TV show.
100%, dude.
This is the direct cause of slow rate of improvement. Like, I thought we already talked over this. You just listen to the coach.
Yeah, but if that game happens in LCS, I'm going to talk the same amount.
What was the quote?
Because that was my role in the team.
What was the quote?
Direct cause of slow rate of improvement. Like, I thought.
Make mistakes, I admit it 100%, dude.
This is the direct
fine when it's actually wrong.
Rate of improvement.
Wait, what?
Like, I thought we already talked over this. You just listen to the coach.
Yeah, but if that game happens in LCS, I'm going to talk the same amount, 100%, because that was
before.
Criticism just fine when it's actual criticism, like.
Because you don't get to be the one that decides the actual criticism.
When I'm actually wrong and in the wrong and I make mistakes, I admit it 100%, dude.
This is the direct cause of slow rate
what?
of
I didn't miss
like,
shit. You're trolling me.
Talked over this. You just listen to the coach.
Yeah, but if that game happens in LCS, I'm going to talk the same amount, 100%, because that was my role in the team. Like, my role wasn't to be a shot caller that game; it was to be an aide. And whether you agree or disagree, like, that's up to you.
I'm not going back anymore.
I know what my champion does and what my role in the team was that game. Sorry.
I mean, the big problem I see with this is, like, as I've kind of outlined, to me, unfortunately, if you're the owner and you're having problems with a player's attitude, what's unfortunate about this specific instance of Dardoch is he is literally the most valuable player in the Team Liquid organization for League of Legends, because he's a star player. He's at a position where there are very few star players.
I'm pretty sure it's Piglet.
LCS. And even worse, he's a native North American player, and therefore he doesn't need a visa situation, and also he doesn't need import slot. So as a result, he is literally the most valuable player in your League of Legends team within your organization. So the big issue for me is, not only do you have to kind of make decisions that take you down a path where the end result is he's always in the team, and something changes, but he's always in the team, whether that be a different coach or working with him in a different way, he's always in the big problem to me is you can never have leverage over that player for the reasons I've outlined, because ultimately that will make them incredibly valuable to other teams. So one of the big problems with working with Dardoch is, deep down, Dardoch must have known for the entire split, if things...
Yeah, Thorn's pretty much a piece of shit, but I'm not gonna skip his parts because maybe
things
some
don't
of you
go
guys
my
want to
way,
watch it.
if I don't like the way this coach deals with me, if I don't like the way our team does and we don't succeed, at the end of it all, I have the ultimate option, which is stop trying to fix all this, just leave, go to another team. To me, the big problem is that had to have been in the back of Dardoch's mind the whole time, and that's why, unfortunately, the decisions that were made, I feel like it's not that they were all wrong, it's just that they led to a place where eventually he could leave or would have to be removed.
Our secondary team was expected to be competitive, expected to try to make LCS, expected to try to win Challenger, while at the same time,
Whose voice is this?
every
It's
single
David
move
Lim.
seemingly for Spring Split was to help the main team thrive. My name is David Lim, and I was the head coach of Team Liquid Academy while helping out with the Team Liquid LCS team whenever I could. Dardoch and Matt, two of the primary players supporting jungle, were taken from them, and then we didn't have many options because Dom wanted to retire. It really deterred from Team Liquid Academy's spring progress.
Taking over for I Will Dominate is Dardoch in the jungle.
Dardoch started to develop a reputation because he deserved one.
Wait, was this one dabbing was the
Dardoch in
thing?
the jungle.
Dardoch started to develop.
Wow. I already forgot about dabbing.
Because he deserved one. He was playing really well, and because of that, he put more expectation on himself. With that expectation comes, eventually, if your teammates are failing you, burden. It became hard for him to see through those mistakes. But in spring, especially after the CLG loss,
this game.
Oh, this was the Piglet double TP play. Jesus!
Yeah, I'm disappointed that we're stuck to either get third or fourth, but yeah, better than our expectations at the beginning of the split, I suppose.
when you're not competing for a championship and you're competing for third, fourth, it's a completely different dynamic.
Who would you actually rather face between TSM and Immortals?
I don't have a preference of TSM Immortals. We're going to smash whoever we get against. We're not going to slow down for practice just because it's like a less valuable match or anything. We're just going to meet whoever we play against, beat them, and then move on to next split.
I can tell he really wanted to win, but he wanted to win without hassle, and it showed.
Dude, how have I been in queue for so long? Oh wait, no, I'm in. I just got a game, boys. My queue has popped. 30 minutes in. I fucking waited for a Champions Queue game. Let's go. No, we're playing, boys. We do have some pretty cool things to do. Gonna be honest. Sorry, hold on. I'm joining the game. I'm in the game, and we'll watch a couple more minutes before we.
When you're an employee of a company, there's a certain way that you need to behave, and you know, Josh
seriously,
is,
like,
he's young.
I swear, Dardoch and in alternate universe just becomes like funnier than Tyler 1.
Have no consequences associated with it. So at the time, we decided
this is a level of toxicity that
document every single thing.
I could only
that he
dream
has
of
done.
achieving someday.
And at the same time, let's also take a look at the coaching staff and the organization and look at the things that we have contributed as well, and let's list all of them out. There needed to be consequences with Josh for his actions, and he needed to understand that you can't behave that way. So we suspended him at that time, and the suspension lasted for 2 weeks on the calendar date. And
2 weeks,
we had to make a decision on whether or not we would use him going into LCS or not.
Wait, hold on. Apparently,
100%. I think it's absolute bullshit. Everything coming out of his mouth came from the ass first. You can't.
Everything coming out of the mouth came from his ass first. How does he just come up with these one-liners so easily? This guy, like, this guy's a clip machine.
With your behavior, the way that you compete as an athlete. One of the things that I think is an issue.
Oh my God, Professor Steve in the house.
Is your self-awareness, you know, like your ability to recognize what you're doing and then control your emotions. You just kind of act as you feel. And that's a sign of immaturity. Right? If you just act however you feel, like, there's no thought to it. It's just all reactionary based. When this happens, then things escalate really fast.
I know my role. better than anyone in this organization, I know my role, and I will stand by that 100%.
Okay, so
Yeah, I mean, you tell me a bunch of shit.
and you say you don't care.
Wait, separate the issue. Like, you guys can't keep doing this back and forth bullshit. Like, I'm gonna just cut it off right now. This is just us listing issues. If you guys are gonna do the back and forth thing, you guys need to like take a minute to step out and cool down, because that can't happen if we're gonna have a productive meeting.
All right.
Like, I don't want you to come in and go, oh, can I counter argue? I don't want you to argue with points that are being made, even if you want to try to dispute and prove your side. That's not the time for this right now.
I'll actually take that.
I mean, even now, Loco's, he's obviously upset. Like, he's fucking flicking his lighter. He's having to step out
He's spamming his lighter.
This isn't a productive argument either way. Like, he's obviously upset, and it's like,
We gotta take the lo-fi off. I feel like lo-fi hip hop is like the worst fucking vibe for Breaking Point. This shit should just be like
really like pissing me off.
Okay, so what I recommend is let's just take a break, and we'll just pick up tomorrow on stuff. This is like a work in progress.
it kind of works.
That's all Can you go sit with Dardoch for a little bit?
Okay, but I don't even hear them.
Make sure he's cool and hey, just want to see how things are going, you know.
I'm telling you, Loco, the way that you did that was sending a non-verbal message to everyone in the room. Yes. No, you get just wait a second. The non-verbal communication can be as strong, if not stronger, than what you actually say. Okay, and you were communicating based on how you did that. I'm mad. I'm frustrated. Fuck Dardoch. I don't like this. All these things that you were saying, just based on the.
Spamming his lighter was non-verbal? Dude, I'm non.
And I mean, did you feel the same thing?
This is crazy.
It's really, but no. I'm saying the non-verbal communication sent that message to you in your head. It also sent that message to Dardoch. So it's how you carry yourself. So instead of, let's say, Nick, I think we should all step out of the room. You should be like, Nick, good idea. Why don't we all just take a break? I gotta piss. I'm gonna step out real fast, guys. Just kind of regroup. And you.
Wow, Steve is so mature. He's fucking worked in like the corporate lifestyle. Wow, hold on. I need to learn from Steve. Hold up. What did he say? So he said
that message to Dardoch. So it's how you carry yourself. So
instead of saying, Nick, we should all step out of the room, you should say, Nick, good idea. Why don't we all just take a break? Wow. What a masterful communicator. Corpa.
You make eye contact with everybody. You look at Dardoch.
So this is what happens when you have above a teenage, like a fucking middle schooler's level of conflict resolution.
Like, cool, is it okay if I step out? And then you step out. That would have sent the message like, oh, I appreciate the suggestion about stepping out. I am not mad. I am in control of my emotions. That's not what happened. And here's my advice, is that this is an area where you need to develop.
Loco?
Like,
no way.
You have a problem with almost like Dardoch. It's kind of funny that way, where you just show your emotions very quickly on your sleeve.
Oh my god, he just called him Dardoch. That was, dude, I literally, Loco could not have been more pissed.
I thought he was gonna cry, so no one told me to. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna cry, and like I don't want it to be like a fucking mess. So I went and got him toilet paper, like look right behind you, like I don't want it to like make a mess of himself, and like I still care, like so make sure like you're not.
Wait, really? No shot, he just says that he's afraid Dardoch was gonna cry, so he went to go get toilet paper.
Your perception's off. Okay, in this instance it is. Your intentions are good. Your intentions are great.
No
We
way.
don't dig into it anymore. All I'm saying is that when we've talked about, it's so funny how like some of the things are so similar, but about being more self-aware of what is going on, it requires people that care about you, like me, and to give you feedback so that you can develop. And it's not about judging, it's literally so that we can work together in a better way. Just think more that your communication is not just what you say. It's how you act, it's fidgeting, like that. You know, it is, it's a lot of that stuff. You know, everything is sending a message.
Okay.
Just be more thoughtful about what you're communicating, even if you're not talking.
Wow. I didn't even realize that. Dude, I didn't even realize that it's just making me think about when my coaches are fucking nervous. It makes me nervous. But when my coach is like cool, calm, and collected, and it's like Kane was always cool, calm, and collected. You know, he was basically like Giga Chad. Like nothing ever fazed him. He was only ever upset with us when we were playing like shit. And like the guy never cracked under the pressure. Basically, I mean, a couple times he kind of like snapped, but like it was just in really high pressure situations. But the dude like carried himself in a way that he inspired a lot of confidence. Dude, if I had Loco fucking rolling his eyes at me during practice, I would be like, holy shit, guys, it's fucking over. When does my contract expire? Dardoch was moved to the challenger team. Poggers.
And so the decision was, you know what? Moon is hungry. He really wants to play in LCS. He's been playing really well in Challenger. Why not give him a shot? Let's see what he has, to offer. A lot of rookies step up, and I have absolutely no problem giving someone that's really hungry, that works really hard.
You haven't missed by Piggy yet.
Results, an opportunity to prove themselves.
That's a classic. It's coming
Especially when the counterpart to that position is acting more entitled. So for me, it was a pretty easy conclusion that, yes, let's give Moon a shot.
Oh man, this
From what I've heard, it's like mainly Dardoch. I'm hearing a lot of it is like attitude and communication problems. It's never perfect. Like every team has its problems. I'm Galen Moon Holgate, and I'm the jungler for Team Liquid.
This just reminds me about, and Media said this on my stream too. It's like Dardoch would, if he's having like a, oh shit, my camera fucking, what the fuck? If he's having like if the early game's going bad, he just will say, guess it's a Krugs game, and then stop talking. Just like, what the fuck? What are you saying? You're just gonna farm? Like, we're not doing anything anymore? Like, just so funny, man. Guess it's a Krugs game. Remember that,
Our team
guys.
kind
If
of
you ever
shoot
jungle.
on TLA is amazing. Like, everyone is so funny. We're just like all really close. And it just feels like I fit in perfectly here.
Wait, that's solo.
I just expect TLA to make LCS. That's what everyone's in it for. If it's any less than that, then it's a disappointment. Since I won't have that much time with the new roster and playing with the main team, for the first few weeks of LCS, it'll mainly just be us gelling, me like figuring out the playstyle, figuring out how to communicate with everybody. But I definitely expect us to be a really strong team going into this split.
Yeah, guys, spoiler alert, they were dog shit. They were terrible bad.
The problem with
Throwing
removing
music,
Dardoch
man.
to me over removing Piglet is I don't see what the future of the main Team Liquid team is if you remove Dardoch. Like, are you just going to bring him back later when his attitude's been readjusted, that like fucking crazy Orwellian term that people use nowadays? In that scenario, I don't see it happening. Like, I don't see why he would then come back later from another team and suddenly be great and you're going to insert him again. So you are essentially giving up him being on that team. Like, okay, what's the best case scenario? He goes to the Challenger team,
I got a game.
wins Challenger, and then you have to sell the team, and therefore he's not on your organization anymore. Or you just bring him back into the main team and you just avoided the problem of resolving him and Piglet for a split. So in that scenario, I think Team Liquid as a team would actually be worse if you removed Dardoch entirely and just had Moon play for the whole split. I don't think it would have been as good. What's funny about this whole scenario is, I really wonder if after all of this, both of these players, and Loco Dokuru as well, really can't look at it and in hindsight realize, oh, actually, we kind of really need that Dardoch guy as the jungler. Probably is a better investment of our time and effort than trying to find someone else who can play that role. To me, it's like rather than try and fix one problem, you try to fix multiple problems at once and in different directions. It's not really a way to look at it, and like there's no real reason on paper as to why that would work to me.
Hey, that's us. That's us. I think.
We have a two-time defending
That's
champion,
me.
3 new teams, a new best-of-3 format, and an all-new battle theater. The fight for worlds is on.
That's
the North
Hootie.
American LCS Summer Split
Rainover.
starts right now.
On stage, the biggest tools you guys have is each other.
That's
and
lighter
the
spammer.
communication needs to be fucking strong, okay? We're a new team in a sense because we have a new jungler, and jungle is a huge fucking part of how we play the game. And so the information flow has to be there, okay? I want everyone to fucking talk. I know we play really well in LCS, and I know we're in a fucking rocket.
There's none
Oh yeah. Now that we got that Dardoch guy out. We're a new team, boys! Oh, check-in failed. Bummer.
With newcomers Team Envy taking on Team...
Wait, who's that?
We're continuing our day of action with newcomers Team Envy.
I feel like I recognize every pro player. Who is this? It's Seraph and Lyra? Is this Lyra? I actually don't know.
Taking on Team Liquid.
Croxon, holy shit, what a name, what a name. I don't think anyone remembers that name. How the fuck did you remember that?
Piglet and Phoenix, they
You're a
had
god.
a great split last split. They were top performers. And Liquid, they're going to be looking to have those two veterans bring the consistency from last split. But something that won't be consistent is going to be the jungler. You know, there's a big question surrounding Liquid, how they are going to adapt losing Dardoch. That guy was such a big part of their resurgence last split. Him and Matt together were a shot calling combo. But
Oh,
he's
dude,
not
they
with
were a
the squad
dynamic
now.
duo.
Stepping in as Liquid jungler is going to be Moon, who actually struggled to find success last split on energy. But this team seems confident that Moon has improved.
Yeah, he does have at least 2 games to
Okay, but what
impress,
about
so
that game
we'll
he
see
played
if will be
Shaco?
able to show us that. Going to get onto this inhibitor. Lourlo has the convergence drop. Moon pulls the trigger. He gets into the back. Seraph in the front. It's Piglet trying to shred through. Moon goes low. He's finally going to drop the procs, and 5v4 are facing loss if they turn this.
Dude, honestly, I'm getting a little bit nostalgic because this era of LCS had the fucking most banger teams ever. What the fuck? How do I not remember that Laud and Hakuho were playing together? And this team was like triple Koreans. Like Ninja. Yeah, Ninja was a Korean, right? Fortnite's Ninja played in LCS before fucking... It was crazy, man. Where did that guy go? That's real Ninja.
Piglet, he's dead too. They might just try to end the game right here. Moon gets caught and drops the respite. Envy are not satisfied with just the inhib. They want the Nexus.
And they
LCS was
do
best of
claim
3,
their
man.
second series victory.
This split we
here.
went 17-1. Or, sorry, 17-0.
We're really,
For some
really
reason, we didn't end up playing
last split because
that
we put in so
last
much
game.
effort and we worked together as a unit. Like that's what made us good. So today, what I want to see is I want to see everyone just doing their fucking job. We gave each other individual roles so we can rely on people to do their job and work together as a unit, and that's what I want to see. And I want to see.
This is such generic dribble, man. This is like you read a book on leadership and you watched a couple motivational videos and you're like, nailed it, guys. I know what to say.
And if someone's not doing their job, I don't want to hear blame. I want to hear people saying, yo, it's fine, you can still do this, and I want us to work as a team.
Sweep 1.
None of this stuff is actionable at all. Oh my god, look at him!
That I want us to work as a team.
Look at that, who's that?
Matt's playing
My goodness. This handsome fucking
Definitely looks like communication is breaking down a
protagonist
little bit.
over here.
Leader in the jungle, and Liquid seems uncoordinated currently. But they're not in the right place. Piglet, he commented before the split that he would never beat a Korean team with foreign teammates, and that's a bad mentality to have.
Who's that?
TP2. Low. He's going to either choose to heal or bubble on this. Biofrost is low. The kill from Piglet goes over to Doublelift for first blood.
Wait, did we lose?
Flashes in this instant, thinking he could save himself, but down.
No, don't tell me. No, we didn't. What am I saying? We lost. Of course we didn't fucking lose. Because we didn't lose the whole split except against an Ori's Ringler.
Back line right now, Phoenix. Looks like he gets taken down, scrambled up once again. Lourlo tries to stay on the front line to mitigate some of that damage with his ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. TSM will look to take game 1 of the series over Team Liquid.
Oh, guys. I'm sorry to say that with Champ Select has started. It's a breaking point watch party.
Why we're losing is Moon's fault, primarily. Could you be playing better? Of course. Is it his fault solely alone? No.
We wanted to give Moon an opportunity to prove himself, and unfortunately, Moon did not prove himself. You know, can Moon improve? Can he kind of get out of this? Of course, but in sports, you don't have the luxury of time. It was a large, intense, consultative mediation process that the organization invested into improving Dardoch, and he was responsive to that. So at that point, we said, look, let's get Josh back in there and let's see what this guy's got to prove.
That pushed Liquid to the brink, so Liquid are now making adjustments. They will sub in Dardoch for game 2. The question is, will this change Liquid's fortunes? Because that seems a little bit like desperation there if they're subbing him in, even though they had suspended him.
Oh yeah, after the Korean thing where I was implicated back in the team because they would have gotten relegated without me.
Oh
They,
my God.
Made me promise to like do everything. Like we had agreements, like there's things Loco wanted to see from me, I wanted to see from him. We played nice and then we went back to normal, pretty much.
They want any chance.
This guy, dude. You know, I don't know if Dardoch can really say that, but Team Liquid literally would have gotten relegated without me. Like, they would not be... Well, I don't want to say that, actually, because I think they might have made it into LCS even if they lost relegations, but just because of the amount of resources in there. But they would have lost relegations without me. So they would have gotten relegated.
Go Rek'Sai, go Rek'Ai. Go on Lucian, actually.
Come on, Lucian, I'm Lucian.
Yeah, we're good. We can win this. We can win this.
On his ear.
Kill Zero. How long? 3 seconds W. 3 seconds W. We have Victor. We can go.
Nice.
Keep going. That's fine. Back. You guys gotta calm the fuck down.
Yeah, that was a lot.
You guys gotta calm the fuck down in comms, okay? Stop fucking screaming and just handle the game slowly, okay? The communication is really good, but don't be frantic about it, okay? It's not the end of the world if one of us talks. Coming.
I think Bart might be there for me.
He's so funny, bro. He's not wrong either. It's just, I feel like he's not wrong, but the way he's saying it in the comms is like actually gonna be such a mood killer. If you're happy and positive and you're in the zone, you're in flow state, and like somebody says that, it's like, oh, what a fucking Debbie Downer. Like what? This guy was the vibe killer. Like, but he's not wrong. Like his idea, he should have just said it differently. Like, yeah, let's not repeat ourselves too much. Like, love the energy, but like let's tighten up the comms a little bit. That's all he needed to say.
I'm coming mid.
You're not wrong, just an asshole. Exactly. It's just so funny to hear him say it.
Ulting.
Kill Rek'Sai, just kill Rek'Sai. Turret. I'm here.
Oh, this is where Dardoch fucks up.
80 flash.
My bad. He says it. It's so crazy. I can remember games from 6 years ago. I remember that he failed his Lee Sin play on me here, and it didn't show because it like the clip started in the middle of it, but he failed his Lee Sin play, and I remember this because it was Vincent's like 3-man Bard ulti where I was like, damn, that was pretty
turret. My bad.
Liquid, and now puts them down in the ground. Lourlo will be the next one. Biofrost trying to get on the other side of the mini.
Alright, fight of a lifetime, baby.
Huh?
You can tell the Vincent Bard story.
What is the Vincent Bard story?
You don't remember?
No.
He got flamed so hard for playing Bard in Korean boot camp that he never wanted to play it.
He did?
Yeah.
Who flamed him? No, it wasn't me. Don't say it was
No, it wasn't you.
Thank God.
Do you remember? And then he
Wait, so he got flamed so hard in a Korean boot camp that he never wanted to play Bard again?
Yeah,
I actually don't remember. I feel like I need some lore masters, like as in Bjergsen or somebody else to confirm this with me, jog my memory. Look, guys, I don't want to say who really it was who flamed him that hard, but like, you know, they may or may not be having an open house.
Still going with smiles on their faces, and they're going on to the Nexus.
Sorno, remember it?
TSM will be 2-0 in the first week of the NA.
I think people thought there were easy solutions. People
Wow,
thought,
really?
if we just take Dardoch out for a little while and bench him, that'll teach him a lesson, and he'll really see how when we bring in this other jungler, we work better as, oh shit, yeah, we're way worse with that guy. Please, Dardoch, come back. So then that has accomplished nothing.
We'll be seeing Liquid in action in our first series, and we have to talk about Dardoch returning to the lineup here and what that means for Liquid.
Well, I love the storyline behind all this. You got a bad boy jungler who's really talented, but gets benched from attitude, and then he has to get brought back just from his sheer skill, and now he has to make sure that he can bring the team together back and make these guys work. And to be honest, in that last game that they played last week, it looked like the entire team and not him was shaky.
We benched Moon back to the TLA to bring Dardoch back to carry our team.
They know he can't stop the flash on Burrow, and they know his ultimate is already down a little bit.
Here we go. Dardoch's in. Flash on Burrow is good. Lourlo dives in under the turret, and it's first blood to Aurelia. They're under the turret for Dardoch. More than enough health.
He was probably thinking, all right, I can carry this team. I can lead this
Lourlo
team.
and Dardoch, the dynamic duo.
To flash out. Nexus turret number 2 does melt. The Nexus will fall on Team Liquid. A convincing game number 1.
And as things were falling apart, he couldn't control his emotions, and he had really bad comms where he was giving up really early. He was saying, oh, we fucking lost. We can't win this game. What the fuck? Oh, what are we doing?
Just fucking do Baron or some shit, dude. I want to go to the next game already.
No way he's saying that. Dude, no way he's saying that.
This shit is so fucking pointless. What the hell? I just want to play the next one.
And that was like the final nail in the coffin. I think
No
Piglet
way
told
he's
me,
saying this in the middle of a fucking game.
real talk, that some of his bad SKT days, there was teammates of his saying that kind of stuff, and that's why he wanted to leave that team. And he didn't want to hear it anymore. And when it's a game day, no matter what, we should be playing to win, no matter what circumstances, and you shouldn't be giving up.
Oh,
Holy fucking sauce, dude. I'm hitting Sway, dude. Alright, we're fucking all done.
That was like the real tipping point for Piglet, I'd imagine, because I mean, I was feeling pretty tilted off that, how Dardoch on LCS stage was saying, okay, we'll just fucking give up. I was like, what? Why would you say let's give up on LCS stage? And then Piglet probably tilted the hell out of, like, just off the face of the earth.
Just try and fucking take their KDAs or some shit, dude.
Take their KDAs.
Get in there, Samson.
This is my Maokai KDA.
Bye, Piggy.
Bye, Piggy! No way! Dude, that's the Bye, Piggy clip? No way, that's the Bye, Piggy clip, dude. This is so famous. This is so famous. Dardoch saying Bye, Piggy in the middle of a game. This is it? When he's literally telling everyone to give up? Holy...
or some shit, dude.
Take their KDAs.
Get in there, Samson.
This is my Maokai KDA.
Bye, Piggy.
He gave up in Piglet's side, and Piglet viewed that as very, very disrespectful towards him and the rest of the team.
Really?
So,
I don't know why he would view it that way. That dude, if you're feeling, I'm sorry you feel that way.
he, like, I think that's
I'm
when
sorry you misinterpreted what I said,
trigger
Piglet,
flipped,
but
and he was like, oh, I'm no longer willing to work with Dardoch.
Yeah.
Can I end yet or what?
Maybe you should toughen up a little bit, bud.
God damn.
I don't know if playing competitive is for you, buddy.
Did we get it over with?
Bye, Piggy. That was just a joke.
Just let them
get them out. Okay, just keep pushing.
When Piglet was playing on the main team, the conflict and between Piglet and Josh was pretty high.
We decided to move Piglet down to TLA and move Fabby up to the main team.
It was a mixture of Piglet wanting a week break.
He's never had stage experience, so we wanted to give that to him because he asked for it.
We had a pretty easy week, so we were just like, all right, just throw Fabby in.
He had been working really hard, honestly, on TLA, and we thought he deserved the chance. And situationally, with Piglet feeling a little burnt out, we wanted to give him kind of like a mental break.
Dardoch and Piglet really didn't get along too well.
I don't know who we heard that from.
The way people are
Piglet,
saying
we had issues on the team like always, and Piglet wanted a break, so we gave him a week to play on TLA.
They didn't agree on whether or not the game should be played around like top or bottom. Dardoch thought it was like a top-centric meta at the time, and Piglet thought it was a bot-centric meta. And then they couldn't ever like reach an agreement.
Josh would do something that would anger Piglet, and then Piglet would do something that would anger Josh. And it got to the point where we would try to work on the issue, we would try to resolve it, talk through it, have them express themselves, you know, and it just wasn't working. They just kept butting heads over and over and over and over.
Dude, I think, you know, even if Piglet was, I mean, maybe they did Dardoch dirty on this one, and they didn't include any Piglet clips, but like almost all the clips is just Dardoch being a total asshole. And it's like, yeah, they're just really not getting along. It's like, oh, I guess now it's like a two-way street because they both can't get along. Like, no, I'm pretty sure this is like a 90-10 situation.
LA did have much more of a team cohesiveness, and I think Piglet saw that from the outside and said, well, I want to check that out. And Fabby wanting stage experience kind of worked out in that sense.
그거는 전혀 아니고 그냥 제가 너무 쉬고 싶어서 좀.
Oh, okay, they're gonna include some Piglet clips. Let's go.
쉬고 싶어서 그렇게 했던 거고. 그리고 좀 제가 없을 때 좀 느끼는 게 좀 있었으면 좋겠다라고 생각을 했었어요. 왜냐하면 그래도 느끼는 게 있으면은 잘해줄 수 있으니까 저랑 다시. 근데 그 느끼는 게 없으면은 좀 힘들겠다라고 생각을 했어요.
Instead of running two teams that were kind of helping each other and that you can move the roster back and forth, I was running two completely different teams. And they weren't helping each other. They were actually competing with one another. And I had to make each team as good as possible. The other 4 players that were on Team Liquid Academy really wanted to play with Piglet. And on the other hand, we had a lot of issues between Piglet and Dardoch on the main team. I thought, okay, well, what if Piglet
Dude,
were to
based
play
on
for
that
Team Liquid
clip right there, I
Academy,
would have thought
how
they're
would he
best
feel about
buds.
that? So we spent 3 or 4 days and we had Piglet playing with the team and he loved it. Like, he was just elated. He was like communicating more. The other 4 players loved him. He was super happy. His mood went up. He was just enjoying life. Like, you could just tell in his behavior. I would ask him, hey, Piglet, how's things are going? He's like, they're amazing. I love it here. I love playing for this team. Like, teammates just look up to me and we're winning and this is just fun. And I want to go back to what's being fun. The alternative
No
was,
one's
okay,
saying
well, then
bye-bye
why don't
Piggy
we
on
move
stage?
Fabby
I
up
mean,
to
it's
play
just a great
for
time.
LCS. And leading into that decision, Fabby was just decimating in NACS. Like, if you go back and watch the matches in NACS where Fabby was playing before we did the switch, his KDAs and how he was carrying the games was just unreal. So it was kind of like, well, we're still getting a really damn good AD carry for the LCS team, and Piglet's enjoying the NACS team. So,
dude, apparently Fabby was straight up one of the weirdest people ever. Like, I don't even know how many of you guys know who Fabby is, because he was he like way back in the day. There was a meme. He was like the gatekeeper. Fabby, right? Like this guy had 8 years ago, 900K views. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, this guy was just like a huge like high elo troll. Basically, they called him a gatekeeper because he was always trolling people when they're like on the cusp of getting challenger, and there was just a lot of fucking streamers who hated the shit out of him because he was always trolling. And anyways, so you think this guy who's a huge troll, he's like obviously like is like fucking like NA solo queue's like #1 villain. He'd go on a team and he'd probably have a really strong personality. Apparently the guy could not give less of a fuck about playing competitively. Like, he couldn't care less. And when they played in game with him, he didn't say a word. He's just vibing. Like, he's just playing the game. I don't know what's going on in his head, but Matt told me the guy never said a word in game. Never. He didn't care. And then when he got kicked off of, or like, I don't even know if he got kicked, but like, the contract expired, whatever it is, off of Team Liquid, never tried to play again. Just said, fuck this shit. I'm over league. Like, just so random. I don't know. I have no idea why he joined.
The conflict between Dardoch and Piglet. Piglet was happy. The main team was happy.
I mean, he got the bag and he dipped.
Playing really well, and his trajectory was way up. So at the time, it seemed like, yeah, that's the logical solution. Let's go with that.
Yeah, this is a Santa Monica Pier, I'm pretty sure. Recognize that anywhere.
Right now, if he wasn't overheated, we kill him all.
Because he's overheated, you guys have to get okay. Let's be
yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that.
How much was the bag?
With Fabby on TLA, he had a lot of motivation, he had a lot of drive, and he was actually a really good player. And I thought he would do decently well, and I thought at first he did do decently well.
Ask questions and talk to your teammates, okay? Don't assume stuff, and if you're not getting something done, talk to each other. You guys, we need to come here.
He's pretty jacked.
What do you want to do? You guys, what lane setup we need to be? Like, if you're not in sync, it's because you guys.
Like in Challenger, I was like, either I carry or we lose. But like now it's like, I'm not gonna carry, but I'm gonna make sure Phoenix carries or Sam carries or even Dardoch carries. Like, I'll make sure they carry. I'm playing, utility style where I play to help my teammates rather than I play for my own, sake. I'm not gonna be farming bot all game, trying to scale up. I'm gonna be grouping up more, looking for picks with my teammates, moving around the map with them, giving up farm for that. And that's like sort of my style right now.
Story coming out of Liquid tonight has to be the substitution
Talking
of
like
Liquid
he's not the
Academy
gatekeeper,
player
I know,
Fabby
man.
in for Piglet at 80 carry.
We did not sign up for this beta male energy.
Kills them, but he's going to need something more.
And he's knocked out from the turret, flashes over the wall, takes a lot, and Fabby gets the kill. Gate gets knocked up, and he's destroyed. Team Liquid are going to break the base and try to end this game, taking a quick 2-0 over Phoenix 1.
Oh, I just got into game, guys. Or not into game, I got into the check-in. So we're gonna be in game in like 5 minutes. James,
26 minutes in, these games are kicked up. Quickly, Dardoch walled off once again. Pops guilty and runs north of Phoenix over the wall. They want this fight, actually, and it's gonna be him zoning out OQ, who's actually surviving reasonably well, has a Hexbreaker.
Oh my god, man. The nostalgia of these teams, dude. Like, dude, did you guys remember that Santorin was on Energy? I don't even fucking remember this, but I remember that Quas was on Team Liquid for years. He was like the rock of their top laner, and then he had like, without going into really any details, he had an incident on the team that was crazy. And he basically got removed. He took some time off of competitive, and he came back. He joined his team, and it was just crazy to see this guy back. It's funny that he's playing against Team Liquid. These names, man, GBM, OQ, Kiwi, what the fuck, man? LCS was so cool back then. Am I just old? Fuck it, dude. I think I'm just...
Look at Kiwi, he's already going to be going down, and the egg pop is
These rosters, dude, how many imports are there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We got 4 imports out of 10. Honestly, higher than I expected.
Liquid killing absolutely everybody, and 2 more autos will do it. That will be the game. That will be the series. Liquid improved to 3-3.
Okay, Boomer. I know. I gotta stop.
Tanking in the front. Phoenix hops in, but the Nexus is already dead. And Team Liquid 2-0 Apex takes him out. The ult is close.
Huh?
You know the story of Energy?
Energy?
Yeah, you know the story there?
What's the story? Oh, yes. There's a lot of stories, guys, that they're better left for another era.
Dardoch gets himself a kill. Sneaky gonna get plowed down as well. Yeah, Impact not enough to try and take this down. Team Liquid is gonna charge forward and take down the Nexus. Cloud9 will finally force Team Liquid topple a giant to take the series.
Wow, wait, they beat C9? No shot, man. Wow, Impact, Meteos, Jensen, Sneaky, and Bunny Fufu. Dude, I actually fucking killed this guy's career when I told, in the middle of a best of 3, they asked me, you know, why do you think that they're subbing, why do you think they're playing Smoothie in game 3? And I said, well, Smoothie and Bunny Fufu both played Bard, and I thought Smoothie was just way, way better. And then they never played Bunny Fufu ever again, and I felt like an asshole. After that, I was like, fuck, man, I'm never gonna comment on, like, you know, if 2 people are fighting for a starting spot, I'm just not going to say shit because I felt so bad. I mean, they literally asked me, why do you think that they played? Like, the question was really direct. I was like, oh yeah, I thought that Smoothie played a lot better on Bar. And I was like, damn it. That probably came off like too harsh for Bunny Fufu.
Team Liquid topple a giant to take the series.
Yeah, and C9 was...
I mean, he was a Thresh 1 trick. I know.
It felt normal. It felt real.
Lourlo wants it. Sending United used to try and save him, but Lourlo is still there with the damage. Might just get it in the midst of it all, and Dardoch actually cleans up the back end now.
I'm not nervous at all. I feel a lot better about the game. Well, just being on stage. Still gotta work on my play.
Will be a kill picked up. First blood goes over to Fabby, and the
It
only
felt
recourse
real.
the fact that KFO gets to
Raid arrow goes to OQ. That gives them time to take down the AD carry. Hold off.
He's literally he's hyping himself up so hard, guys. He's calling himself a fucking genius. I love it.
But then, like, the transition into LCS, like, I started seeing where my weaknesses lie. I didn't have any game knowledge. I'm learning more and more every week, though. I'm making my own calls, communicating with my team. Like, I've only been, like, in the LCS for 5 weeks, so there's still so much improvement to be done. But it's definitely looking better right now rather than worse.
He's an accountant IRL?
When I first talked
I got
to
no
Piglet,
idea
it
what
was
he's
like, I love playing on TLA. I actually feel like I have a voice. Like, it actually feels like they're
Okay, sorry guys. Good stopping point. I'm in champ select. I better unmute, or it's BM.
respect me and care about me and they want to play with me. And he started getting kind of like, I'm not really feeling this as much anymore. And so when I had my one-on-one with Piglet, it addressed that. you know, the gist of it was, Piglet, like, you're having a lot of issues with, like, communication.
Thank you.
There must have been something that happened between weeks 4 and week 7, obviously, that made him just go from, I love this team, to, I just want to retire.
Ooh.
I mean, you know you're really good.
I'm good.
I know. So why?
I'm down with eggs. Thank you, baby.
Why not be a good player and a
One
good
more
leader?
game and then I'm done.
Right?
No, I'm not either.
I think you're a leader. I think you have what it takes. You're older than everyone on the team. Do you know that?
I'm just I'm just player.
So I just addressed it as humanly as possible, and I just like this team like constantly makes sacrifices for you. If you're going to play on TLA, you have to understand, I don't think they're necessarily doing anything wrong with like the identity of like incorporating you into the team. You know, they didn't necessarily choose you to play with them because they had Fabby. You came into TLA and we made that accommodation for you, and we talked to the TLA members of that, and they decided to make their sacrifice, knowing who you were as a player, but also just knowing who you were as a person. They wanted to play with you, and they wanted to give you the environment that they thought you deserved.
And I know you're a good ass player, right? Like one of the best, if not the best, AD carry in the world, right? Can you be the best teammate in the world? I think you can, but you have to make the sacrifice needed for that.
Shit.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of it's attitude, right? Right. Right. Do you think a lot of it comes down to attitude?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they bad, I don't care. Like if they attitude good, I don't care. Even they like fucking bad team. Even if they like just like challenge the team, and if they like just like shitty team, I don't care if they attitude good. But if attitude good, if attitude bad, like I care so much. Like my feeling so bad, cause like just I only care attitude. So yeah, I don't.
Right.
I'm like roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, and then they just like change something, so I can't like fucking fix them.
Okay. You need to be able to talk, right? If you're upset, you still need to be able to communicate those things. Otherwise, he doesn't know what to do.
Like if I'm upset, like if I talk more, like I'm just more, I get more angry.
Sorry, I'm
More
cleaning up my
upset.
mouse, but I'm listening to Piglet
It's
intently.
just boom.
No, no excuses. No excuses.
He's gonna
No, just want
boom,
you to
bro.
Can,
So
you,
hard.
can you be strong?
No,
It's gonna be hard.
It's so hard. So I try, but I like not 100%.
Okay, I want you to sit up and look at me. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no, I want you. No whining, don't say.
Uh-huh.
Stop it. Okay. Okay, sit up. Sit up. Why don't you sit up and look at me? You're such a monkey.
The monkey racist?
Sit up. Sit up and talk to me. Sit up and talk.
You know, you guys should, send him, you know?
Sit up.
Hmm?
Sit up and talk to me.
Okay, dear.
He said me monkey.
Cute monkey. Okay.
You guys think I'm monkey? Or maybe.
Okay, sit up and talk to me.
Oh, I don't want to sit. If I sit like
I just need.
more
need
tired.
I need you to sit so you can promise.
And so our conversation was kind of just a back and forth until he kind of, and I think you were there too, until he kind of realized.
The camera is the most cringe part of
And
this.
agreed, yeah, I should give it another chance, and I should make more sacrifices for a team that's constantly been accommodating me and sacrificing for me.
You work and fix team attitude and atmosphere. Promise me that you will work on your attitude.
But sometimes I'm getting upset.
I know.
Maybe not sometimes, like.
Maybe a lot of times.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I know.
A lot of time.
I know.
Yeah, I try change my attitude and that. Like, but I just get upset too much. Like,
Right.
so, yeah.
That's why we bought you so many bottles of chamisu.
I should do it today.
Alright, take it easy though, okay? Alright. Do you promise though? Yes?
I think the weird, like the constant like hounding for him to promise is honestly so fucking bizarre. It's like they're begging him, like, please just say the words. Who gives a fuck if he promised or not? Like, this is like, is this how like normal people talk to each other? I really, it's almost like you're talking to a child, which you're then, in that case, you're asking a child to be a leader. Like, it's just, it's weird, right? It's just, it's almost like fucking patronizing.
Yes.
He's the oldest person on the team, and they're like,
Okay,
oh, pinky
I will
promise.
pick you two, okay?
Cross your heart and hope to
All right,
die.
Tomorrow, I know that you have scrims and stuff, so
Up top is the dive. Oh yeah, Moon dives. Aren't Legendary will go down. Ooh. Poppers takes a lot, but so too and takes the series 2-0 over Enix. In a
Talking to him from bed? Yeah, like.
Win. Team Liquid Academy have just secured the second.
We didn't have the best week of practice for sure, but really good way to end out the season. We have 6 days until playoffs.
Pulls Scoop back in, and Team Liquid Academy are cleaning up with 3 kills, and they're not going for the Dragon. They're heading towards the Baron. Team Liquid Academy, 2-0 so far. Will go mid, knocks into a Blaze Olive for a lot of damage. First blood, Golden Glue. Ken hops over the Nexus, but the Nexus turrets are going down, and Team Liquid Academy will take the series and advance to the Challenger Series Finals.
We're a playmaking team. We either dominate them or we play slow, and it's not how we play. Look to dominate. Look to dominate. And we'll win this series. Okay, guys?
But he actually dropped before getting the pull out. Equalizer tries to reset the
Look to
Cloud9
dominate,
Challenger.
guys.
Looking to take this game
But
here,
he
and now
retired.
the drop.
He turned into a streamer. How can they look to
We're
him?
going to game 3 as Team Liquid Academy take game 2 over Cloud9. He gets disappeared by Cloud9 Challengers. They pick up 4 kills. Solo, the sole survivor, will watch the Nexus fall. Standing, but they do not stand a chance. Team Liquid Academy
Piglet
even
Twitch.
it up, and we are going to game 5. He's going to be the pick.
It's the Rammus.
What? Hold the phone. Last second timer.
This was one of the dumbest ref calls that has ever existed in fucking history. Seriously. Like, it is so absolutely mind-blowing that this is what they decided. Okay, I'll tell you guys exactly what happened, okay? This team. Fucking hilarious, by the way. I look at bot lane and they're both even CS. How the fuck are they even CS? It's Rammus Ezreal versus Triss Nami. But like, worst call ever. It was like Piglet didn't understand the pick and he just hard randomed Rammus, okay? And the refs just said, okay, you have to play the draft out. There were literally like 100 other things they could have done to punish the team for having like this language barrier draft issue where he couldn't find Rammus. Oh, I'll tell you, I remember now more details. Piglet's client was in Korean. So when he went to type the champion that his team wanted him to pick, he pressed the keys in English, like looking for like L or R or T, whatever this pick was, and it came out in Korean and fucked his client because it was, you know, it's not in the correct language. He couldn't search in the right language. And there were so many things they could have done, man. Like, they could have taken time off their time to pick. They could have removed a ban from... Oh, this is game 5, actually. This is game 5. Fucking blower. They couldn't do that. But, like, it was fucking bullshit.
North American
it was fucking
Challenger
bullshit.
Series Finals as they take the Nexus and defeat Team Liquid Academy.
Team Liquid Academy is going to have to play the 10th place team as well as the 9th place team in best of 5s in order to qualify. So a much tougher road from them in that regard, but they can still do it, right? It is still in their own hands.
The thing with me and Sam's relationship is I'm in a high stress environment with my best friend, and I want to see him continue to be.
Yeah, give him a 10K fine. No one's going to give a fuck because a team had 5 extra seconds or 10 extra seconds to do that pick. Seriously, no one is going to care. But if you force them to play with fucking Rammus support, of course that just makes the game a joke. Like, seriously, it's game 5. Like, do you really think the enemy team, if they lose game 5, it's like, those fuckers got the advantage of an extra 5 seconds to lock in the champion on the guy's turn who doesn't really speak that great English and his client is in a different language? Like, No one's gonna care. If you go on Twitter and whine about that shit, you're a salty crybaby, man. It doesn't fucking matter if they have 70 seconds or 75. They were probably like it just blows my mind, man. The refs made that decision.
Coworker. So when Samson is severely underperforming as one of the worst top laners in North American LCS, I'm obviously going to tell him that I'm not gonna go up to him and be like, hey bud, you're doing a real great job out there. Keep it up. I'm gonna be like, yeah dude, you're shit. You gotta pick it up or you're gonna get fucking benched. And that's what I told him every time he underperformed. And he's come to me several times and said, thank you for making me the player who I am today. Samson's had tons of improvements, and he said he holds me responsible for a lot of his improvement. And if I could go back and talk to him differently, I tell him he's shit to his face every time I believe he's shit, and he always fixes it. It is a matter of harsh criticism. It's a matter of people who take harsh criticism well, and I think Samson really adapted. I think hearing it from his close friend helped him a lot.
Oh, dude, Samson and dude, Lourlo and Dardoch are nothing but absolute best buds. Oh, dude. Closest can be, man. Like peanut butter and jelly.
And in the past 8 months, he's changed me for better and for worse. Like, I poured my emotions into the team and to him. Like, yeah, we grinded things together. We worked on our problems together. We improved as a...
Hey, bud, you're shit. Cue the applause. Cue the applause. Standing ovation. Everybody get up from your chair. I want to fucking... Obama was there. The mayor gave me a key to the city. Samson literally, like, Lourlo went on his knees and he started crying. He got chills and he started crying. It was a beautiful moment of improvement.
Nope. Dardoch, think 0.
Someone messed up 2v1, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, speaking of who would mess up a 2v1, Lourlo.
I don't know. What is
Actually,
I don't know. I think just having someone to just like rely on, just like always have someone like, yeah, let's go to 7-Eleven together, let's go to Cheesecake. Just have like the guy that I can go with somewhere without even like be stressed out around him, because like he knows everything about me, I know everything about him.
Am I witnessing literally an abusive relationship? Is that what this is? Hey bud, you're shit. And on the other side, like, dude, it's just so great to have somebody who really gets me. And we just are just so close, and we go to 7-Eleven together, and it just is good times.
So it's always nice to have someone that you honestly don't have to talk to him because you're just having a good time with them.
Oh man, the best.
Schoolboy Q, dude. His new album. Samson doesn't know who the fuck that is.
I have no clue who this is. Pretty white boy rapper.
He only knows Tupac.
Only know Tupac.
That's my boy. That's all you gotta know.
Drake. Kanye.
That part.
I just want us to go crazy today.
These guys 2v2. When have we lost to them?
We can't throw our lead. You guys have actually never lost to them 2v2 opening of the game.
We never lose 2v2 to anybody.
Yeah.
We've got 6 months of synergy, dude. 6 months of in and IRL synergy. Nobody's closer than me and Sam.
I don't know if that's for better or worse.
Lourlo is so uncomfortable, man. He's like, oh, yeah, that's, it's really nice, guys.
They don't really talk to each other.
That part.
Oh my god. Oh my god, man.
Do I tweet the picture of me and Sam and the caption is Apex is fucking free or what?
I'd say
no. He just tweeted, prepare your cheese. Which insinuates that they need to cheese us to
You've
win.
already tweeted that?
It's important.
You already tweeted that, Sam?
Yeah.
No, you don't shit talk people that are like easily worse than you.
You gotta reach.
Wait, Lena, you know Jordan Rambis, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys are like buddies, right?
Is he here in the...
Yeah.
That's funny.
What did he say? Oh, he just was asking about a tweet.
Better people.
Yeah, but they've shit talked us before.
Just look at the tweet.
Yeah.
Just retweet their tweet and just be like,
fuck
free
that.
pass.
I gotta make my own. I gotta hype up the match.
Connections. Wow, who the fuck uses Snapchat? In 2016. It was dead for 4 years already.
For us, I think we have a lot of things to work on still, and like we're all like still putting in a lot of work. And I think at the end of the day, Liquid will have like a really good shot at making it work. So
playing it pretty well. Getting dove. There's ulti in. Ray gonna get taken down, and first blood goes to Dardoch.
Ooh, unlucky.
As Just out of the way, Shrimp not tanking up, but that ulti might be enough.
Oh, thank you, my love. Wow. It's the chicken from before, right? Oh wait, could I have a fork? My dear. Thank you.
No, not there in time. Whereas the rest of Team
A little
Liquid
bit of chicken
have
and rice
cut
and
Apex
sweet
off
potato.
right down the middle.
2 levels, that is huge here.
Oh man, this is just too much.
He does
Eating
get
a
it,
home
though,
cooked
but
meal
he's
while
Big
watching
ulti finds
this.
Fabby and Mac, huge win from Keen as well. They comboing in an Apex. They find the miracle team by a 4-0 win. Shrimp gonna be late, but Keen's down here as well. Apex looking to turn things around. Speed's gonna miss, but the ulti's down. Huge amount of damage. And special takes out Matt. That's one as well for Keen.
Okay, I just had a random thought. This Shrimp is like a worse version of River, because when he came to NA, he actually completely, like, he kind of shat on most junglers. The guy was actually kind of crazy.
He slays Dardoch and Lourlo eats a spear for
He was definitely elo held quite hard.
And it's a mix of just people trying to do their own thing.
Everyone had a lot of respect for that guy. He was fucking good.
Now the targeting special knocks him up as well, but Phoenix still alive, and now Apollo finally takes him out. Keen did die, but Apex gonna clean up another team fight.
What a series from Apex. No one would have expected them to take down Liquid. Who this was supposed to be the easy match for Liquid. They're supposed to take this series, move on to fight C9 tomorrow, but Apex has other plans and keep their playoff hopes alive.
Certainly looking good as they'll take the Nexus in Game 3 and collect the upset.
And there's probably a lot of things that everyone wants to say, and same thing as always, right after we lose, if we don't have any replay, if we don't have anything, and we just go like, oh, someone should have done this, someone should have done this, it becomes useless emotional arguing. We're gonna go do fan interaction, take a short break, go back home, go through the games. We can still get really ideal situation out of this. If C9...
No, we're locked in 4th, and then we actually have to play the game now. So, just stop. We just gotta...
I like the sauce, thank you.
Let's get good. Who cares to see that at this point? We lost this game. Like 3rd or 4th, 5th, 6th, doesn't even matter. Let's just get good so we can beat every team.
I don't know. It's just like we either get good at playing the 5v5 game, or we draft towards the fucking jungle 1v9. So I'm the only like real consistent player that we have right now. Like everyone is really inconsistent, and we're just losing games straight up because we're drafting towards 5v5 and we don't have 5 strong members. Like when I'm when I'm full fucking tank Rek'Sai dealing more damage than 2 fucking AoE carries, like that's not acceptable whatsoever. Like this is like it's actually just sad, dude. Oh, it's just like it's so fucking embarrassing.
Oh my god, dude.
Alright, let's go to
This is how... Yo. Does no one here have a spine? Dude, if one of my teammates talked to me like that, we'd be fucking fist fighting. There's no shot everyone here just took it. And, like, no one is saying a word. What is going on?
I'm just chilling. Alright, I mean, we gotta do fan as a team. We can't just send 4 people out there.
You can send 4 people. We've done it before.
Nah, I don't think it's a good idea. I think we
I
should
know,
go
like
fans
I'm
as a team.
being completely serious. Like I'm not in the fans right now.
We can just cancel school. Some teams sometimes they have in there.
Nick, your call.
We'll send 4 people.
Alright, let's go, okay?
Everyone else was too tilted, dude. They played perfect. Dardoch played perfect.
Oh, there's my
He
mom.
deserves to be here.
There's my family. She's right there.
You know what? Earlier I said, I don't know why Fabby never tried competitive again. I think I know why. I think I figured it out.
The freest road to Toronto. All we
did. No, I absolutely
fucking
we had last week. We had a 2-0 last week.
We need to beat fucking Clown Apex and fucking Cloud 9.
Yeah.
And then we have fucking Envy and fucking semifinal, and then we just go to semifinals for free.
Yeah,
and we play
and-
against the team that we beat in scrims all the time, fucking Immortals. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We legit had the freest run to finals ever.
Yeah, and I mean, we can take that frustration.
Even
we can
freer
take
than
all of
last
it.
split. What the fuck?
No, absolutely. But we can take that and we can just look at the next 3 weeks and say, like, do we give up now and do we just look forward to the next split, or do we try?
Maybe we
focusing
just
on-
ignore the fact that we're focused too hard on wanting to win, and maybe we're just not good enough to win. We never put that one out there. Are we good enough to be in this league? do we deserve to be here? Is our skill high enough to be in this league?
I don't very often like sit down and talk directly with the players. A lot of the coaching staff manage and do that most of the time.
Oh man, this is
it's a little
just absolute
like
classic.
Different for the player to be like, oh wow, the owner's coming over to me and he's gonna have to have a talk with me right before the game starts. So I just wanted to get an idea.
Dude, how is nobody on the team? Dude, maybe it's because I was always like a really big personality on the teams that I've been on, but like, you gotta have someone to keep this guy in check. Like, you can't. He's literally disrespecting and walking all over everyone, making them feel worthless, making them feel like shit. Or maybe, you know, in the back, like I saw Fabby, you know, the part where Fabby's like, yeah, he's too, you know, sarcastic. He's like, oh, he's too good to be here. He played perfect. He's the best. Like, is Fabby just like afraid of that confrontation or what?
Of where his mindset was. Kind of reassure myself that he was going into the last week and he was ready to play.
You've been doing some things that haven't been great, right? You've been on LCS days in game. You've been kind of saying things that you shouldn't be saying during the game. That's not very good for like team morale. It's kind of hurting the way the players play the game, and we're not increasing our odds of winning because of that match, because of the things that you're saying in game. The coaching staff doesn't want to work with you. They feel like it's a really unprofessional, unhealthy work environment. Obviously, from a business standpoint, I'm paying all of their salaries, plus Loco's salary, plus your salary, plus like Piglet's salary that, you know, didn't want, you guys had your issue as well. I am investing a ton of money, so it's extremely costly for me to run a business where I'm investing into things and then they want to just like quit because of the environment that's being created. As a businessman, like, I can't do that. I can't put all that money and resources into something that's not working.
When it comes to dealing with Dardoch, I try to pick the battles the right way. I know a lot of times when it gets heated, talking to him is not going to work.
I think after like counseling and summer and all the things with Jordan and Loco and my time and then hiring an assistant coach and all this stuff, it's just not working.
All those things, they all did the opposite of help, actually. Like, talking to Loco definitely doesn't help. I think that the team environment is not just a, I hate that everything is just put right onto me, like, I'm
well, no, here's the thing. Listen, there are other things that are going on, trust me.
Oh shit, I missed the cue, guys.
Like, at the very least.
Cut me off in the middle of the conversation.
No.
Like, in the middle of my point.
You kind of just have to let him mull over it and let off some steam, whether that's him like venting a little bit.
If you're gonna give me a bottom lane that's playing at like a Diamond 5 level, that's absolutely unacceptable. And then you're coming to me telling me that my attitude's a problem when he's not even putting forth.
I think the degree of effort, yes, maybe that's something that we look at.
And how am I supposed to meet that with? It's okay, guys, we can still win. It's okay, guys. They all underperformed. Fabby had a very small time where he was performing really well, and then he got complacent and lazy, and now look where he's at. He's getting smashed by Apollo and Xpecial.
Yeah, I think that there's definitely valid points to that. I think that we need to make greater strides. I don't think that you can say that I've made all this progress and now I get to then still have some issues in game. Like, I should hold you accountable to a higher standard so that at least the issues that we have, I don't have to worry about focusing my energy with you. Instead, your actions are making me put energy and resources into this when it could go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay? So why not become the best athlete, not just a better athlete than you were 6 months ago?
When you look at like the outside picture and you understand like the fucking weight of that game and that set yesterday on me especially, I want Worlds more than any player on this fucking team. I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't care about Loco, I don't care about Phoenix. I want this more than anyone. I put forth way more effort. I put all my life into this. I fucking sacrificed so much. I left my normal life. I sacrificed school. I dropped out of fucking high school to move out here and play this video game professionally, and I expected professionalism and hard work from my teammates. And that set,
I expect the same thing.
That set, if we win and we go 2-0, we 2-0 today, we're Worlds. Fucking bound for Worlds. No chance. And when I'm met with that level of play, and all I say is that the game's over, that is, honestly, that's an A+, honestly, from my point of view, because
that's an A+.
I wanted to say
that's an A+. No way.
I want to quit the game. I don't want to play on the stage with these underperforming players.
I love your passion, Josh. Honestly, I get it. You know, it gets me fired up. I love it. Okay. The only things are in-game stuff, and we've got to make a better effort on some of this stuff. Let me handle the things with our bot lane, okay? And I'll put my effort there. I got it. Okay, buddy? All right.
Yo, Lourlo, you are shit. A+ is all around, boys. Another ace in the
I
hole.
want nothing more than to win.
See you guys next semester
It's overwhelming sometimes.
for another.
All right.
I might be valedictorian after that one.
Liquid hoping to forget it ever. Cloud9 one kill short of a perfect game to start their
The conversation did nothing. They just shook hands at the end, said, "Love your passion, man." Great talk.
Don't you dare! I'm a fat man, and knocked it down.
Oh my God.
Like, we have the ability to buckle down if we all take
You can be the Cinderella story.
So, Krugs? Of course.
The CLG was the Cinderella story last split, and there's been a lot of teams that go from fucking awful seeding and awful regular split and then just win the whole thing, so I think we can do it as well.
And just
On
think
our good
about
days, we take sets off.
effort. The amount of effort you put in is the result we get. I feel like for every single one of you guys, when you guys didn't put in effort, you guys played like shit, and when you guys put in a lot of effort, you guys played well. I'm not talking about as a team, but as individual performance. Your performance directly correlates with your effort.
Yeah. And how seriously you take it affects it a lot.
Sounds good. I mean, what's left on stage is how much effort you guys put in. Like, if you're proud of your performance, if you're happy with how much effort you put in, then you're going to get the kind of performance that you deserve. And if you're disappointed on stage and if you have regrets, that means it has to do something with the effort you put in that week. Be honest with yourself and think about how much effort you put in, and if you're really satisfied, and think about what you can change for playoffs.
Why don't they just grind some champions queue? Lazy ass Americans.
So they know exactly what they want to do. Okay? And then we'll be fine. Anything you guys want to add?
Let's fuck shit up.
Just because there's some kids on it. Yeah. Oh, biggest thing. I don't care what Reddit says. I don't care what Twitter says. This is not Solo versus KFO. It's not Piglet versus
Shit
Keith.
talking boss.
It's not TLE versus Echo Fox.
It's Keith.
Scoping Blue, I guess.
The Toucan.
TLE versus Echo Fox, okay?
Got me.
I didn't think we needed it.
The big old. That's coffee, so be careful. No.
What do you call it?
Yeah, mate. TLA up on you.
1, 2, 3, TLA!
My God, guys, this is a banger movie night. Who's that? Big. Hold on. I have to look at the rosters. It's just too fucking funny. Wow, this is a star-studded roster indeed. Huh? I did. Look at these names. Look at these big names.
Exhaust, looking for first blood. Knockout teleport. Golden Glue gets it. Hard, meanwhile, misses the fat flash. He's going to try to turn it around, but 5 members of Team Liquid Academy participated out. Does not have the Mega Nar Slam.
Solo Bolo?
Late. KFO
Wow. Those turrets actually shoot laser beams. I forgot about that.
Solo comes up big there. Oh, that player cam. The flex there from Solo after the play. TLA, they're very confident in this match. The second Drake is secured by Echo Fox. Moon tries to engage the cask, separates them back. Piglet goes in, trying to drop the AoE. Big will be the first to fall. Solo misses the first stun, but finds the second.
Is it me or does Moon kind of look a little bit like Ninja?
KFO teleports in, looking for stun in the back line, but cannot find it. As Team Liquid Academy are cleaning this fight up, KFO will get 1 kill in return. Boomerang lands, and
Like,
the
how
stun
racist am I
follows
right
it up.
now?
They have caught him. That is a dead
Okay.
Soraka. And
My
that's
bad.
just
He
didn't even flash on that first one. He got the flash out of Keith, and then the barrel from Moon to separate
What
the
is this
Soraka
emote?
is an interesting choice because usually you want to get the
Ninja.
AD carry back into your team, but he had full confidence that they were going to catch him after the boomerang landed. And Piglet pops up just in time to get the kill. Now Froggen completes his teleport. So much regret. So much regret. He didn't know! He didn't know! Down. Piglet is running for his life. Does Piglet have the plays? No, he does not. Froggen kills him.
Perfect time to spice in
going to be
Piglet
the last
eating.
person here. There goes the Void Rush, and it is not enough. Nothing to deal with the damage. And Echo Fox might have done it. They scare away the rest. Keith even dropping a bit of BM as he drops into the next.
Wow, is TL just the... Oh my God, Game 5 choke artists.
Really close series. Really close series. It sucks a lot. And I know all of us signed here with one goal. It was to win. And unfortunately, we didn't win enough. I'm truly sorry for that. Know that every single one of you has improved a lot. And no matter where your paths go, whether you stay with us or look to seek other options or whatever happens, I know that this was a stepping stone into reaching higher achievements for your career. I know a lot of you guys improved. None of your guys'
Feel
careers
strong,
are gonna go
man.
down from here. It can only go up from here. And again, I'm really sorry for today's loss. It really sucks.
Can we get some Feel Strong Man in the chat? Some of them were never seen again. I mean, not really. All right, Dardoch, let's hear it, bro.
If you told me a year ago that Piglet would play in Challenger and enjoy it and want to play in Challenger, I would not believe you. He went from one game away from competing for the finals to playing in Challenger and really enjoying playing the game, having his teammates going for one goal. And I felt like Piglet's development was so much further along in him being a leader and him just being able to trust his teammates and be a full team player.
Dave is my friend and Dave is my coach. If I get stressed, like I just talk to him. I need this. So he just try picks. I just want him.
All I want is David.
Maybe talk to him. Everything. David doing good.
David might just be Jesus. If David wanted to, he could just cure cancer right now. Oh, nice. I got a game, boys. I got a game. This is going to be the last game of the night. Obviously, Champions Queue closes at 1 a.m., but I got a game, and it's going to be a fun one, hopefully. Looks like a banger.
You buy? Okay. Bye.
Piglet was never seen from again, by the way.
Dardoch goes in, but he gets stopped by Smithy. Hui stuns two in the back line.
Balls thanks to the prime. Oh my god, it's Xmithy.
Hui's getting low. Phoenix
Honestly, Xmithy didn't age.
does manage to take him down, but he is going to get
Look at these rosters. Look at these rosters. Wow.
the counter kill onto Phoenix. CLG still fighting forward. Lourlo low. Two-man ulti from Darshot's going to seal the fate of two more members of TL and Fabby.
Do not look for a perfect team fight. You guys aren't going to get the perfect team fight. You guys are going to get decent engages, and everyone's going to be on the same page. Dardoch and Sam know what kind of fights they want to look for, and we're just going to follow through on the engages, regardless if you guys think that it's good or not, okay? The engagers are going to fucking engage, and we're going to follow through on the engage, and we're going to fucking smash them, because they're shit here at team fighting, because they're garbage, okay?
Wow. Very eloquent stuff.
They will get him, but Darshot taking down Chui. Also getting jumped by
Oh, shit to your team fighters.
And managed to take him down. Nah, has gone down. Phoenix flashes in looking for more. Firing away. Everybody is CLG gonna start to go wild in the base of
It's a draft diff, guys. It's a fucking draft diff. How are you gonna play Cassio Jhin against Bard? This shit is unplayable, man. Straight up, it's unplayable. Bard already counters Jhin. Like, Bard's already good against Jhin. No way. It's Loco. Loco trolled them.
And a chaotic ends the game to
Not even kidding. Loco fucking trolled them.
I'm just, whatever. Just pick me whatever. I'm just fucking losing these.
That's where it's from.
Go off, but there's no orders to follow.
They're down 0-2 in the series, and he says, let's lose in peace. Perfect. The comeback is guaranteed now.
Gets an ulti out for a bit of burst damage. Jin's caught out. Matt's gonna die. Siva now with a double kill. CLG bursting forward. Phoenix gets the ultimate. 6A once more. There's the triple kill. Looking to chase it down. Lourlo nowhere good to run. 6A. There's the quadra kill. Jin's the only one left alive with Dark Flash. They can do it. CLG show that while Team Liquid's talent may be undeniable, their poise is unbreakable.
26 minutes in, that's gonna wrap it up here.
Just the final stretch, guys. We've been watching it bit by bit all day.
From the
latest
last game of the
episode
season.
of Breaking Point. They're depressed because they lost a really important game. I actually forgot what it was, but it was a really important game.
To the start of the gauntlet, we had about 3.5 weeks in order to prepare for those matches to give our last kind of shot in order to get into Worlds.
In a holistic team view, you want to make sure that the health and mentality of the other 4 players are up to snuff too. And so we made that decision with the other players in mind. We wanted to give them kind of room to excel without feeling like someone is breathing down their throat on every single mistake that they make.
We thought, okay, if we continue as is, and we've just had the recent results.
You know, that what that guy just said kind of reminded me of myself. Like right now I'm breathing down my own throat for every mistake that I make, and it's like making me play worse. Like I'm doing just like really stupid tunnel vision shit, like not shooting my W out of fog. Like I would do that every single time, but I'm actually just like so overthinking stuff.
Result of the last 2 weeks, we go into the gauntlet. Can we fix those issues over these next 3 weeks, or is it better to just kind of shake things up and try something completely new?
Oh, down my neck, right? Down my.
I
butthole.
was just like chilling at my computer, just playing solo queue like back in the old days, I
Breathing
guess.
down
So,
their throat.
and then I just messaged Josh. I saw him online. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "I'm off the team." He just blatantly said that to me. Like, wait, you're trolling, right? Because I'm like used to him just messing around with me. Like, of course he has to be trolling, right?
Nick said Echo Fox confirmed they want me and I'm being sold to them. They're just doing paperwork to transfer me to them, and then they're gonna set up a plan to pick me up and probably says like take me there and begin my new journey with them.
I'm like, really, question mark? And he's like, no, I'm really gone this time. I'm like, okay.
Battered wife syndrome.
After I went downstairs, he was just like playing solo queue like usual. I'm like, are you leaving tonight? He's like, yeah. Okay. So like I asked him if he needed help packing. He said he already packed, and then I walked him out to the car. He met his new Echo Fox manager. That's probably one of the saddest days of my life, to be honest. After he left, it was about like 9 o'clock. I went up to the roof. I was just like messaging my girlfriend a little bit.
Yeah, dude, honestly, before I go to Echo Fox, man, you're still shit. But hey, it was good playing with you, man. Really appreciated our time together.
This is my good friend named Ben. I was like talking about like everything. I also just messaged Nick. I messaged Loco, and then Loco came up and he just talked to me about the good but also the bad, and it was just a long night of definitely a lot of crying. Probably one of the most depressing, sad nights of my life. It was really, really hard.
Hey, bro, now, I mean, I know we're not teammates anymore, but like, I was wondering if maybe once in a while you could still come over and just call me worthless, just like the good old days.
Any offer I get is fortunate. Like I'm blessed to get it, so I'm gonna take whatever I can get. And at the moment, all I had was Echo Fox, so I instantly went on board and tried to prove that I changed.
The A+ teamwork. Dude, he's not gonna have an A+ jungler after that.
Let's try a really healthy environment where we bring in somebody that maybe doesn't really know how to play jungle in his role, but is the #1 rank in North America on the ladder, obviously has a lot of mechanical skill. Can we teach him as much as we possibly can about the top jungle picks and
who is it?
Kind of the rotational macro game over those 3 weeks, and let's see how he performs.
Wait, who is it?
In my head, I thought probably pretty good shot. So let's talk to Arc second and find out what his mindset is.
Arc second? Oh my god! If I wasn't streaming And I get Arc second in my game, I'm dodging. No questions
It was
asked.
to just make sure that we had a really productive 3.5 weeks leading into the gauntlet rather than kind of more of the same
You're joking.
issues that were existing between Josh and the coaching staff.
Wow. North America is truly doomed, guys. All it took was for me to watch Breaking Point.
And we're back here to qualify our third and final team to Worlds. Team Liquid has kind of tempered expectations, while Envy is maybe getting a little bit of a boon from the fact that Team Liquid is in a bit of disarray.
Why do I not remember that Arc second played LCS?
You would think that...
Wait. Why do I not? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember.
Now, Envy are definitely the favorites coming into it against Liquid, who have a substitute jungler who has never played jungle before professionally in any capacity. I mean, the guy, Arc second, is #1 on the ladder, but as a mid laner.
Arc second is going to make his debut.
But as a mid lane.
Good. Doesn't go for the outplay. There's the auto attack. There's first blood. Arc second is going to show up. And it's going to be nice for Liquid. They're the first kill coming through for the new jungle. No, they're going to go back here for this one. Try to burn him down.
E3. Wow, Liquid pulling the trigger.
Okay, you got it.
Nice.
Pushing, I'm pushing.
Nice, good shit.
Holy fuck, you're a beast. Yeah, let's start. I think we come all.
Right side. I'm being ulted. Look here, Silver. Nice, good job.
Wow.
No, just push. Alright, I'm pretty sure we just won the fucking game. Jin on Drake.
Okay, Phoenix, we kill Kasino, okay? Keep going.
I'm arguing mid. I'm gonna be on orange in 5. No flash Mal's hard. I'm coming to Mal's. I can ult.
Wow, Phoenix.
Oh, he's dead.
Silver's behind us.
Phoenix, not bad play.
Look, Kasino.
He has flash.
I'm ulting.
Kasino.
Sarah, Rek'Sai's on side.
Back up. Keep running. I'm on a server.
Uh-oh.
Can't help.
Just as soon as he respawns into the chain CC and deja vu. Arc second's gone as fast as name implies. And now Phoenix has to run away as his teammates are all dying around him. It's a 5v2 as Envy are going to look.
Yo, maybe this is like a little bit of copium, but isn't it insane that every jungler is... No, maybe not. I was going to say 5 items at 40 minutes, but like... No, it's not that crazy. Because like in today's world, I feel like jungle gets pretty low resources in competitive. But like even then, it was actually even worse. So I don't get baited. Like jungle was a fucking dog roll back then. The CS numbers were like awful.
The first game of the series in a pretty incredible comeback win. Seraph playing his 20th champion of the split, the Kassadin. Pretty instrumental in the win as Phoenix running out of HP. A quick trade kill comes in for
So legit, right before they play in fucking Gauntlet, they just boot Dardoch off the fucking team and sell him to Echo Fox. Legit, like they didn't even want to play one more series with him, like the last home stretch of the season.
It's really obvious that after like 9 months of work that your emotions just build up to the last result.
No, it's not that. Only that. Just whole game. After early game, they just shut down their mouths.
This is the last run we have for Worlds, and it was like the last tournament we had to play for like the end of the season. So even myself, like I had a ton of pent-up emotion built up, and I know Phoenix did.
They don't have any plan, and they just, I don't know what. We just playing like fucking normal game.
Couldn't control him at the end and just lashed out on the new rookies and also just the team in general because he was frustrated that we couldn't even beat Envy, and like that's pretty disappointing for not only myself but for Liquid Org in general.
I think that it's really important that if you see people are shutting down and people aren't talking, you talk to them. You're like, yo guys, we can still win this, we can do this. And then you give them clear objective and clear plans on what they can do to execute if you think people aren't coming up with their own plans.
I can see his frustration, it's definitely acceptable, but after my 9 months of like hard work and just ending up getting 3 out, it's definitely like a heartbreaker.
If you don't want to be on Sivert, then we can use the last ban on Sivert because he's willing to play Irelia into Kennen, and then you can be Jhin instead. Would you rather do that?
I mean, I can take Sivert too. I mean,
which one would you prefer, Phil?
I don't really have a preference.
Okay.
I prefer Jhin over Sivert.
Alright, then let's go with that, okay? Let's get ready to get on stage. And Phoenix, you stay. Phoenix, if you really want to win this series, instead of blaming picks, let's talk about what we can fix. And even if you do think picks are problematic, you can say it in a much more productive way.
I say fucking picks problem. They just fucking, I just play fucking normal game with voice chat with some random guys. They just after all game, they just do nothing. Oh, I do this, I do this. They just doesn't have any plan. They just fucking.
Dude, these subtitles are so bad. Let me actually like. I don't know how they're so bad at deciphering Korean accent.
They just do nothing. With Lourlo. They just fucking. I just.
He says, I didn't think fix your problem. I just playing fucking normal game.
With voice chat with some random guys.
Yeah, but
they just after early game.
After early game.
They just do nothing. Oh.
They just do nothing.
Oh, I do this, I do this. They just doesn't have any plan.
They don't have any plan.
They just fucking. Just shut. They don't know what to do. They just shut down.
If they don't know what to do, then we can help them in game.
Wait, how I fucking save 5 men?
I think saying something simple like, yo guys, I want to get side main priority. Can you push up mid is something really helpful that you can tell them.
They just close your mouth.
Because I know you're frustrated and I know they're closing their mouth. Instead of us yelling at them, why aren't you guys talking? Like, you guys can do this really easily. Like, this is so simple. It doesn't really help the problem. But if you can talk to them where it's motivating and tell them what to do and help them talk, I think that would be a better solution than.
I don't understand why they don't just speak Korean to each other. Yeah, I mean, they're the only ones in this room except for the cameraman. I'm sure that it's going to be more comfortable for both of them.
Angry at them.
Not being angry at them, they... Okay, yeah, if they don't know, if they say something, I can but they just say nothing.
They are saying nothing because they don't know what to say, and also they feel a lot less comfortable on stage than you. You've been playing longer and you're a better player and you have more experience than them.
So I just make them just open their mouth.
I think you did a decent job of making them open their mouth, but we can even do a better job. We can put confidence in them instead of telling them, just talk, like, why aren't you guys talking? I think going with that approach is gonna shut them down more, especially Matt. I think Matt's the one that's having the hardest time talk. Matt not talking is from lack of confidence. So when we're angry at him and we're like, you can just say this, you should just say this, then it makes them more likely to talk less, not more.
Yeah, I know you just pick Bard for giving confidence.
I gave the free choice of I said either Trundle or Bard, it's up to you, Matt.
And you say Bard is fine. You know, we like lose every Bard game and we have every
Alright, we'll be alright there.
We have every same problem after Bard game, but this is already 7 times in a row.
I definitely agree, and I would much prefer Trundle, but Matt's not the type of player that can handle being told what to do, and he has to feel confidence in it. There are certain limitations with certain players.
I don't even remember what happened. I'm pretty sure they just get stopped, right?
Alright, let's look for something. After Mega goes out, we engage, okay? That's what we're looking for.
So they're just gonna get 3 nims.
Yeah, and we can't defend. It's hard. We have to wait for Mega.
They're just gonna get 3 inhibs? Yeah, it sounds like
hopefully we pull a wild turtle. Get a Pentakill on Jinx.
Oh, I fucking see it. We have Phil Vu, baby.
We have sitting in me.
Free farm, let's go. Top lane is coming to us. I'm gonna go push up bot. They're back here right now. They're just gonna do Dragon. I can ward Dragon. They might try to kill me if I do this, but I'm gonna go.
You're okay. Nice, Wraith comes up.
From the final shot of curtain call, lands in a fuse, but a great stun turns it back around. Still doesn't matter. They blow up the mid laner. The game-winning team fight, the match-winning team fight is here.
Oh, red's up. Looks like all their summoners are up. Just gotta look for
my Zap does like
engage as soon as I can.
Oh shit, they're gonna go on me.
Depression. This does sound like PTSD, yes.
Alright, I have Titanic.
We see 2 of them in base.
We're red on Jinx.
I'm coming. Alright, wait for Meganar. The same thing. Look at Mega Rage, okay?
But I don't think we can wait for it. We'll see.
Yeah, wait. If we can wait, then we wait. If not, we have to just go with Mega Fight.
Yeah, flash
just watch Mega.
We just gotta engage.
Yeah, we have to go. We have to go. Come on. Look, Cassio.
I flashed.
I'm going to Cassio.
Really slow cast.
I'm looking at Jin. I'm flashing mid. I'm on Gragas.
Force into space. This is actually.
I'm being slowed.
Well, that's game.
I did not get in a fist fight with Sarah.
Amen.
The situation we were given was definitely a hard one. Like going into
All right,
gauntlet versus.
did it end strong?
Playing top. I think the.
Okay, I don't care, man.
That
Where's Dardoch? Oh, Dardoch! We lost Dardoch. We lost Piglet. Wait. Where the fuck did Piglet go? Did Piglet just dip on the team? Like he's just literally like didn't want to play LCS, like he only played Academy or what?
Working at it, people aren't giving up.
He went home?
More in the last week than we
I forgot about that side character, man.
We played more games per average per day. We reviewed more per day. We watched more clips per day. We reviewed more VODs in the last 2 weeks than we did. And I did think we showed a lot of progress in terms of where we were and where we ended at. Results are definitely disappointing for everyone. I don't want you guys to be too
He wasn't allowed to play in the gauntlet? Holy shit, man. He actually might have carried it.
With like what we accomplished, because to be honest, we didn't accomplish a lot this split and not a lot this year. And overall, this split, like, I'm not satisfied with the results, but from the rookies, or from every player, I've been pretty satisfied with your growth and how much effort everyone put in. Alright, let's go do fan interaction.
Liquid on 3.
One last one.
For the rebirth.
One last one.
James, do it.
Come here.
One last one.
Okay.
Go get in here.
Come here, Lemur. Alright.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Liquid.
Wow, that was hype.
More involved. Like championship contender.
Flaming.
1, 2.
Oh, wait, Dardoch. Hold on. What are you gonna Dardoch clip?
What's up, dude? You flaming?
1, 2, 3.
No, man, you're not Lourlo.
That's my champ. That's my champ. 3-3-0-3-4-8-9.
My biggest regret in my career so far was how I acted towards and how I treated Piglet, where like, I mean, I saw him as like my older brother, and he looked out for me all the time and tried to make me the best player that I could be. I tried extremely hard to get him to his first NA finals and tried to make him an NALCS champion like he always wanted to, no matter how bittersweet it would have been if he finally got his goal and, you know, he would have left after NALCS champion and went off to play in Korea or whatever. Like, I wanted that for him. And it's really, it's an awful feeling because everyone depicts us as enemies, and I really want nothing more than to prove them all wrong and to be his friend again and to be his teammate again and help him win. And
oh yeah,
well, it just feels awful because I feel like I let him down. I let
we
the
knocked
Lord
that
down
out of the park
by you know, mistreating him after I made promises to change my ways and be more respectful of him and Loco.
No, honestly though, guys, like when you're in a good mood, you're always gonna be willing to admit your faults. Like that's just how it is. I feel like like everyone is gonna be able to like say like, yeah, I feel really bad about how you know, I treated Piglet and I called Lourlo shit to his face, but you know, it's a really big regret of mine. But then like when you're actually in the moment and you just keep doing it, like it doesn't fucking matter. Like if it's not getting any better, it doesn't actually matter.